Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Good morning, I was watching the TV show last night, and this new bright light that they put up doesn't make me look good. We can turn it off. It's way too bright on my face. I
only saw the Jim Carrey one.
No, that's pre-light.
That's what I thought.
I watched the Spin Doctors, which is the new light we put up in the studio, and it makes my face look like it's all washed out anyway. So who needs it, and it's distracting.
Well, how come they don't know what you need? How come they look at it and they can't see?
They don't. They don't see what I see. I don't know. I tuned in last night. I see this big washed out face. And you look whiter than I do with your big bright light, which is shocking.
That's amazing.
I don't know how to get this settled, but this light is not necessary. Boys, just turn it off. It don't matter. Turn off that light.
You want it dark in here?
Yeah, I want it pitch black. Thank you. That's it. That's fine.
They're softening it.
You guys, trust me, it's fine. The lights are way too hot in here. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I thought that other lighting was good.
It was, I don't know. I'll go back to whatever it was where this light isn't in my face, and the show will be better for it. I'm going nuts. Good morning, everybody. I got the wrong headphones on. I'm in a bad mood.
I can see.
Yeah, I'm always in a bad mood. Whenever you get up at 4 in the morning and you have to be funny for 4 hours, you're in a bad mood. Trust me.
You know, it's funny because a lot of the critics are writing about how they see a glint of anger in Jim Carrey's eyes when he's performing. You know, he's trying to make you laugh, but you see in his eyes that he's angry.
Yeah, I've read that in a bunch of places, too. It's like, how do they see all that?
I don't know.
I see a guy who's trying to make a living.
Yeah, so he's got to contort himself.
Yeah, big deal.
What do you say? I can't see his eyes.
Yeah, well, how do they see anger in his eyes? Like he's angry that he has to be doing roles like this. I think it's the look of all the broads he's getting.
Yeah, he's starstruck.
Yeah, it's young broads. When you see young broads in your eyes, that's the look you get. It's the same look of anger. All right, I got to take a break here so we don't fall far behind. And when we come back, we'll start the show. There's a lot of exciting things happening on the program today. Can you imagine the look of anger in Jim Carrey's eyes?
Now when I'm watching a TV show, I'm like, is he angry? Let me see.
Angry, he's exhausted. He's been having sex like crazy, that guy. Lucky bastard. Let me take a quick break here, Robert. I'll tell you everything that's going on right after these words. So many jerks in the world, and anyone who listens to this show is not a jerk. It's just that everyone else is a jerk. That's the problem. So we're here to...
So if you're listening, you're not a jerk.
Right. If you're listening, you're not a jerk. So you can feel good about that. There might be a few jerks listening, but very few. Look at this. You hear a noise?
Yeah, it's your chair, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
You don't hear like a hum?
I hear a hiss.
A whir? Maybe it's the new air conditioning? I don't care. It's cold in here. Maybe it's the tape machine. Let me look around. Hold on a second. It's not that.
Yeah, it is noisy in there.
Here, listen. I'll turn down my...
fan.
Yeah, I'm going to turn down my microphone. You'll see what I'm talking about. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
It's cooler in there,
It's got to be that new air conditioning.
I'm so irritable. Don't even ask. I'm like someone who has like ultra-sensitive skin. They got to put you in a bubble because everything bothers you. You hear that, Fred?
He hasn't got headphones on.
Headphones? I don't think you need headphones for this.
You can hear it in the room.
Yeah.
I think there's a fan that they cool this stuff down over here.
All right, turn that off, will you? Let me see. I'll find it.
Do that because I don't know where the switch is.
Is there a fan there?
There it is. You just put it close to it.
What?
It's right in there.
Wow.
Where?
Listen to that.
That is actual electrical equipment. That's not even that's not air conditioning. That's
the equipment humming like that?
Yeah, I think like some of the equipment, the useless equipment they keep right by my foot here, is cooled down. You know how like you have equipment that's cooled by a fan?
Yeah. Is it inside the equipment? Okay.
So it just makes a huge hum. Actually, Robin, I've driven my limo in here, and...
You just left the motor running.
Yeah, I just wanted to show off a little bit. You see this equipment? You hear all the noise coming out of it? Like right by my left foot here is equipment.
Sounds like a factory.
In fact, here for the TV camera, right? Here's all equipment here.
What does it do? You don't even touch that stuff.
Yeah, it's completely useless equipment. It's not for disc jockeying. It's not record players. It's not CD players. It's not tape recorders. It's just useless equipment. It tells you stuff about the transmitter, which I have a first-class radio telephone FCC license. I couldn't even tell you what this is telling you. But we have it all by my foot, and I kick into it every once in a while, too.
Yeah, I know. You set off little alarms.
I set off alarms. God knows what I do to this equipment. This is equipment that should not be by my foot. And now, worse, it makes noise while you talk. Amazing.
Why have we never noticed it before?
I'm sure that it is intermittent. And also it probably comes on every once in a while.
I see.
All right, so there you go. I cannot believe how loud that is.
Yeah, go over there. Maybe that'll help.
Can we put a coffee machine and a lawnmower in here, too? Because we need a gurgling sound effect and a high, intense motor. Yeah, you know what it is? We've been getting #1 ratings for so long, Robin, that they want to give me a challenge.
Yes,
to yell over
there is no competition, so maybe an obstacle or two would make your job more interesting.
That's right. Now it's getting more difficult to do my job, but I'm still #1. Wait, here comes the train, Robin, coming through the studio. And a car. That's my race car. I drive in the Indianapolis 500. Still, I am #1. I just checked with the rating service. I called them, and they say I'm still #1 despite.
Even with all this.
They said even with all this noise. Here's Coco the Clown. Gary. That's I think a power saw. Gary, bring in the hand grenade. Wait, I'm hammering now. Turn off that dentist show, Fred. I'm going to commit suicide if I hear that for 2 more seconds.
So maybe you would like to be in the middle of a war. Explosions.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Robin, I just checked with the rating service. We are still #1. Even with these obstacles, we are still #1. People can barely hear us now, but we are #1 in the ratings still.
Well, you've got to be proud.
Right. I'm very proud of our #1 status. Before, it was so quiet in here. We used to be like this, and it was no challenge. It was easy to be #1. Now it's a challenge. I got to admit. Now it's a little distracting in here. Well, let's get on with the show. And you know what happens? What? Most shows would fall apart with all this noise, but I make a joke out of it. So Tom Chisan, my general manager, he goes, Howard's going to play with it. It's
right,
fun.
he needs that. He needs those things to play off.
Yeah, it's not too distracting hearing a motor humming in your head.
We can't fix it now. Howard's made it a part of the show.
Fred, bring in the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Rehearsing. Anything. It's too quiet in here. There you go. Hey, those boys' voices changed. All right.
I think that's an adult choir.
I've had enough. Turn it all off.
Have you heard any of those chanting albums that people are listening to?
Yes, I listen to those every day.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm trying to relax.
I see it calms you.
Yeah, it works to a degree. The chanting, 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 chanting. Chanting works, Chanting album. What is with these headphones? Get rid of the... Hello? This isn't plugged in. I give up. I'm going home.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't even
hear
put
on a pair of
I hear Robin laughing, that's all.
It's already been plugged in.
Let's see if I can plug this in now. Oh, Jesus H. Christ, I'm out of here today. I got no hearing left.
Now they're working.
Hello? Oh, my God. Hello? Testing. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear?
Oh, hate it here.
I know. I was talking to one of the Scots who works on the TV show yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was complaining that because of the space limitations and, everything else about that studio, it wasn't rigged for cameras and
right.
So they're limited in what they can do.
This studio is not rigged for radio. It wasn't properly designed to have...
It wasn't rigged for anything.
No, we can't even have more than one guest. Forget about television. It's not rigged for radio. The guy who designed this studio just stepped into the office. Tom Chisan, a genius.
Everything okay in here this morning?
Tom, let me ask you something. Sure. When we moved to these studios, you knew I do a show where I talk for 4 hours. Right. So why wouldn't you leave some space, make a big room so people can sit, so guests can chat, make it a nice, comfortable atmosphere?
Air condition it.
It is air conditioned.
No, it's not air conditioned for TV. You can't blame that on Tom. I'm talking about for radio. Look at this equipment down here. You see this equipment here? You see this? This is all unnecessary equipment, Tom. Get it out of here. FM, stereo. Put it up against that wall.
We really don't have disc jockeys looking at equipment like that.
Yes.
I got
There isn't a disc jockey here who knows what that stuff is.
Well,
Put it in another room.
These aren't my headphones.
All right, Tom, thank you. He makes no sense. I can't argue with him. He's silly.
We'll have it all looked at. Oh.
Look at everything. What? Yep. You know what Tom's innovation on the TV show was? See this?
Yes.
This clip?
There you go.
This Tom.
He designed that.
He did. He designed that. The K-Rock clip.
That's why he likes the call now 1-800-52-STERN.
I threw it in the garbage. You fixed everything. He wants his clip. I don't know where your clip is. I'll find it. I'll put it back up. Okay. Where is it? I promise you I'll put it back up.
Sure.
What happened? You cut your chin thinking today?
What? You got a nick?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit. Little something. Little something over there, yes. Here, Tom, go in the other room. We'll get Fred's doctor in there to stitch you up.
Yes, don't...
You drank too much tequila.
Don't
Tom was in on the designing of the studio. You make a big studio, that's all. Why not? You know you got a guy in here who talks, does interviews with guests. Tom put more thought into designing bumper stickers than he does this room.
Oh, yeah, he works on it a lot longer.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, listen, he's the scapegoat this morning, as every morning. Have to focus on somebody. It's not all Tom's fault. He's not all that bright, so you can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? There's other people involved.
They gave him a square and said, fill it.
Right. Right.
He did the best he could.
Right. I love the guy. I do. Keeps me young. How you like these Arabs who were mad at the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? They want to boycott it. First of all, Arabs don't boycott anything.
Do they go to the movies? Who even knew?
Who knew? They're upset because, listen to this. In the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, the villains are a bunch of Arabs.
Arab terrorists.
Yeah, who have a bomb. They're assembling an atomic bomb, and the Arabs feel this is showing them in a bad light. Yeah, you gotta vomit when you hear that. Can you imagine showing them in a bad light?
Are the terrorists complaining, or just Arabs in general?
Oh, all Arabs. There's some good Arabs who were saying, "Oh, for goodness sake, this is terrible. Now everyone will think we're terrorists."
Give us a little bit of credit.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out that there's some good Arabs and some bad ones. They think we're stupid.
Yeah. We can't tell that they're terrorists and then they're regular Arabs.
Yeah, right. We can't figure that out. We're so dumb that we can't figure it out. You know, why don't we just all run in the streets beating ourselves with chains? Maybe then we'll...
somebody with a towel wrapped around his head and start ducking.
And, of course, there's no such... I love people who can't deal with reality. There's no such thing as an Arab terrorist.
What should we do with the villains? What color should they be? How should they look?
Well, I saw one guy wrote an article said, all villains should be white, middle-aged men. Then no one would complain.
Well, that's the only group you can diss on these days.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a story where the Swedes blow up the World Trade Center. How's that? Because they're upset that we're not buying enough Swiss chocolate. Yeah, okay. We got Arab terrorists in this country running around bombing the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I mean, we've only had a few things blow up. Why would we think
and
that Arabs might do such a thing?
It might have occurred to us to use that in a movie. Oh, skibozas. Throw them all out of the country. Right out the door. Let them go back to their Arab land.
No, we're not going to throw anyone out of
the reason they came to this country is because there's so many Arab terrorists in their land, they had to get out. They're living under that constant danger. Unbelievable. Can you imagine that they're upset, the Arabs, that they're being portrayed as terrorists? Get your people under control. Maybe then you won't be portrayed that way. Never heard it. Everybody's upset about their image. Like there's no like we can't figure out there might be some good Arabs in the world and some bad ones.
Never will be able to.
No.
We're dumb.
We're too stupid. Oh, B. Still. One guy said, well, we could... The guy who made the movie said, well, we could have made him, like, Irish.
Yeah, so pick on the Irish again.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that we can have Irish terrorists and nobody thinks that every guy with an Irish accent is a terrorist?
Because Irish people don't care. They're like, who cares?
Give me another drink.
Right. They drink. The worst they ever did was throw up on a Jewish embassy. They didn't blow it up. Here's the temples. Why don't we just make white guys terrorists? That's always believable.
See, nobody complained about Die Hard because they were German.
Right. Right. Yeah, the Germans. You make them German, it's okay.
Yeah.
Germans could care less. They're busy conquering the world. They don't worry about their image in the movies.
Or if they're Russian, we can understand it.
Exactly, Robin. See, you understand the world. A lot of people don't. I got to take a short break. We'll be back right after these words.
Election 94. Are you voting for candidate Howard Stern?
Seems like an outstanding guy. And he wants everybody to be happy and live happy.
Election 94 on the Howard Stern Show.
Those are good sentiments.
Yes. Whatever he said, I don't know.
Everybody to be happy and live happy.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what he said about you.
I just want me to live happy. I don't care about anyone else.
I think we need some more input from voters.
Yeah, we'll get some.
I'm tired of these voters now.
Me too. I know we have a whole bunch of them, but I guess Scott only made 5, and then it's the end of it. Gary, can you go in with Scott and maybe do some work and like get more voters? We have tons of tape. It's like pulling teeth around here. I can't get anyone to do anything on their own. They all want me to sit in the studio with them.
I see.
Sit there with them, babysit.
Because I'm interested in what voters have to say.
We interviewed 900 of them. It's just...
And I saw Gorilla out on the street the other day. Wasn't he doing more?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think he was just out on the street. I don't
really?
think he saw doing it.
He wants to talk to people, so he just takes a microphone with him?
He's trying to pick up girls, so he walks around with a microphone. Microphone. Johnny.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I can't believe you haven't addressed the big news of yesterday.
What, Jamie Lee Curtis's dress on Letterman?
No.
What? What was the big news of yesterday?
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley really are married.
Yeah, what's going on there? Hey, wait, this is a great quote. I read this in the paper today. I almost fell on my head. This is... Could I not have brought this in? There was a quote from Michael Jackson saying... Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I have the Daily News, Jackie?
One Daily News.
Yeah. Michael Jackson said, I thought Lisa Marie was a boy. Here, it's such a goof. You know what's going on, don't you?
I just wonder why.
I told you why. He became a Scientologist. This is what they do over there.
Right. But I wonder why. Well, I guess she's a robot for Scientology then.
Yeah. She's like, remember Reverend Sun Myung Moon? Remember Reverend Sun Myung Moon? That guy, the Chinese guy who came over here, Korean? He used to get a bunch of dopey Americans in a room and marry them all off in Madison Square Garden.
Didn't even care. I mean, it was just like, whoever's sitting next to you, that's your husband or your wife.
And you were literally married. you had this, and you were supposed to go be with them. So, this Scientology, they must get you in a room and hypnotize you or something, because everyone gets stupid.
Well, Lisa Marie was raised by
the,
that religion. I mean, Priscilla's been a Scientologist for quite some time.
They say, Lisa Marie Presley was looking for someone like her father. Well, she found him. She found another kook.
Yeah, who has a monkey.
Right, with monkey. Just like her father. He runs around with monkeys. He's got...
he's wearing a mask. They're out, supposedly together, and he's in a surgical mask.
Yeah. You think that's going to draw some attention? So this is what he says. She says, I'm very much in love with Michael. We both look forward to raising a family and living happy, health, life together. Health, life together.
Did it say health?
Yeah, health. And they say sick, meaning...
That's the way it was.
No, they mean he's sick. She has a 5-year-old daughter and a 20-month-old son by ex-hubby Danny Keyhole. And Jackson already has grown close to the kids.
Of course.
Here's a quote. They may be the most beautiful children I've ever seen.
Uh-oh.
A source said.
Those are words to worry by.
They spend a lot of time with the nannies and Jackson going out as a family. So they're going to play family for about 3 weeks, and then Jackson can go back to being himself.
Well, they've already been married for some time, 11 weeks or something.
20-month-old son must be tight.
Oh, stop it.
So, sources close to the couple say Presley is a tonic for the troubled pop star. Oh, for goodness sakes. He's very, very fragile right now. That's very manly, isn't it? Very new, fragile husband. She's breathed new hope into him. He's like a corpse.
Yeah, she's giving him mouth-to-mouth.
Yeah. They look happily ensconced. They're constantly holding hands and smooching.
Now, come on. Oh. That's only when you're watching them.
Yeah.
Smooching.
She picks the scabs off his face surgery, according to one insider. Oh, this is so silly. They crafted a mother of all prenuptial agreements. They're both very wealthy. Why this? People say to me, Howard, we understand why Michael Jackson's doing it. He's looking for some kind of image overhaul. But why Lisa Marie Presley? First of all, there's a very confused girl. Obviously, look at the father.
Look at the mother.
Look at the mother. Look at the money. It's because she's obviously confused. And she's in with these Scientologists. To me, the biggest bunch of screwballs on the planet. Next to there's Buddha and everything else. All these wacky religions. Reverend Mun-Moon.
Mun-Moon?
Mun-Moon. Whatever that guy's name is. And,
come on, you're not going to say that Catholics are wacky, just like...
Don't you ever say Catholics are wacky.
Branch Davidians and Scientologists.
Branch Davidian. Anybody who gets really deeply into religion is usually whacked out of their mind. Because it's like praying to a rock.
Somehow, though, they never call for the banning of religion. You know how if somebody watched a TV show and then they went out and did whatever they saw on TV, they would say, you know, we got to take that off TV.
Yeah.
But people do things in the name of religion all the time, and nobody ever says ban that.
There are more people who go wacky in the name of Jesus Christ or whatever religion they're into, in the name of Allah, certainly. Mm-hmm. They ought to ban Allah from the world. If you're going to say that something influences people in a bad way, you can no more say TV influences people than religion influences people.
That's right.
It's just screwballs. And Lisa Marie Presley has somehow gotten in with these Scientologists, and somehow they hook up. They hooked up. I know Travolta's another Scientologist, and he's married now.
To another Scientologist. She's a Scientologist.
Yeah. I wonder what's the story there. And who else is married? The Scientologists, they hook you up. So now you think your life is better because now you're married and no one can say you're a homosexual anymore. Scientology's tells you you're not a homosexual because you got a wife.
Look at you, married.
You got Lisa Marie Presley.
Well, Jackson has always denied that he's homosexual.
Well, look, I don't know what he is. I can't say I don't know the man because I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do. I don't know what he is, but...
When did you meet him?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What do you mean you're not allowed to talk about it?
Just what I said, I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Who's not allowing you?
The Scientologist.
Is it national security, Mr. President?
Anyway.
What, are you making a movie with him?
No, I'm not saying what I'm doing with him.
Oh, you're doing something with him?
I proposed to him. I wanted to marry him. No, I'm not. I just know him. And I'm going to swear on the life of my children I know him.
Oh, stop it. You don't have a hand up.
I swear on the life of my children I know him.
That was your right hand.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you're supposed to raise. I'll raise both hands. I don't care. I'll put my foot up in the air.
You don't know him. You got your legs crossed.
I know him.
When did you meet him?
I can't tell you right now.
Where'd you meet him?
I can't say.
Oh, you don't know anything.
I know Michael Jackson. I know him.
You've made some wild claims in
I've hung out with the guy.
Hung?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a big star.
Hang.
I'm a big star.
And so Michael Jackson's who you hang with?
On occasion, yes.
You are so full of it. Who else have you hung with? Now, Mr.
No one.
Big Celebrity.
Once you hang with him, that's it.
That's it. You could, forget the rest of the list.
No, I was trying to.
No Madonna.
I was trying to fix him up with the boy who's playing young Howard Stern in my movie.
You're being a matchmaker.
I thought maybe he was really into young boys. Well, I hung with JFK in Dallas before the accident.
Sure, you were there.
No. Here's the point.
He took a bullet.
Here's the point. The Scientologists, which is pretty much like Buddha with a side portion of Stephen King thrown in. This Scientology, I don't know how they get a hold of you. My sister-in-law, who is naive, was walking in Boston one time. I told you this story. In Kenmore Square. This is in Boston.
Yeah. I guess you lived up there, huh?
Yeah, we all lived up there. I was going to college, and Betsy, my sister-in-law, was walking the street there. She was walking through Kenmore Square. It's where kids hung out. And this guy comes up to her and says, well, would you like to see a movie? And she goes, sure.
She just says yes to any offer.
I guess. The guy said it's a movie about changing your life and blah, 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 blah. It's right in there.
Okay, it was a little more of a...
Yeah, she saw it was a legitimate building and everything. So she goes in the building. Then they start to show her a movie about Scientology. All right, so about 10 minutes in, it's a big bore. She decides she's going to leave. They tell her she can't leave.
Got to stay and watch the whole movie.
So she starts to get upset. I want to leave. No, you can't leave. You've committed to watching the movie. In other words, they're the boss. You're going to watch the whole movie. They kept her locked up in there for over an hour.
Ooh.
Something like that, she told me. And then finally, and they start working on you after the movie to stay, because they figure once they get home. I don't know what kind of religion that is.
It's funny because I was walking on somewhere in the Times Square area.
What religion has a movie?
And there was a big, one of those sandwich boards outside of the Scientology building, and then there was a whole row of that book, Dianetics. And there, on the sign, it said, do you have questions about your life?
Yeah, but I sure as hell am not going to go to a movie. Yeah, I'll go to Forrest Gump for the answers before I go to the Scientology.
So they're still luring people that same way.
Yeah, so somehow they're tied in with this wedding. I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
Yeah, I'd heard that. Well, of course, I believe that the Scientologists are after Michael Jackson's money.
Yeah. What is it?
You want to talk to a guy who was in the Scientologist for like 2 weeks and all the wacky stuff they made him do?
Yeah. Here you go. Now you'll hear firsthand. Here's a guy. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Howard.
Right. Well, what do you got to say?
Okay, well, about 4 years ago, I was living in Austin, Texas.
All right, I don't need your whole history.
No, we just want to know about Scientology.
Okay. Initially, when
7 years ago.
Born in a log cabin.
Yeah, I was in Austin, Texas. I then moved to the San Francisco area.
Yeah.
I was relocated by my company. All right, go ahead.
Initially, when you become a member of the organization, you have to sign a 2-year contract.
See, right away, a contract.
So they got you for 2 years.
Yeah, what religion do you know they signed a contract? For Christ's sake. And where do you get off thinking you're better than Jesus Christ himself? Imagine a religion that was developed by a guy who was a bad science fiction writer. And you're calling this guy God? You know they say L. Ron Hubbard is God if you're a Scientologist? That's insane.
Did they tell you that?
Yeah, well, every day when you start to work for them, you have to go to what they call school.
Work?
Which is basically 2 hours of, brain programming.
Right. Now, why were you so desperate that you needed to sign a 2-year contract?
Well, I was 17. My father had kicked me out. I was out of work.
So at least he gave you something to do.
Yeah, well, they lured me in saying I was going to make all kinds of money.
Yeah.
Which, the reason why I broke the contract after 2 weeks is I got a check for $10.
Yeah.
2 weeks, that's 80 hours. $10.
Yeah, sounds like...
You also have to waive your rights to minimum wage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every day you go to 2 hours of
You can't say the S word on the air.
Sorry.
No S word. So they pound Dianetics into your head.
Yeah, well...
And what is Dianetics? What do they basically say?
It's all a scam. Basically, okay. Also, every day you have to take a lie detector test, but they call it spiritual auditing.
Yeah, auditing. Can you imagine auditing?
Yeah, they hook you up to that electrode thing and ask you questions.
And you know what they do? They tape the interviews so that they have something on you.
Yeah.
They probably got a good...
And then you break down and you tell them all your little nasty secrets.
Right. And then they know everything about you.
Yeah, they've also got organizations all over the world. I mean, they're spread out vast, and I heard rumors while I was in there that some of their bases are armed.
Armed?
Right.
No, I don't know about that.
Well...
But look, I tell you one thing. You know who I pray to? Me.
The other thing about these religious fanatic groups, they always are paranoid that somebody's going to come and make them stop worshiping their religion.
I know. They're always getting in arms. I don't know about these guys.
I don't either, but, you know, they do have an air of paranoia about them.
Yeah, well, that helps make it cool, like it's dangerous or something, and it's, like, really unbelievable religion.
Because we have the truth, we will be attacked.
Because you think about those kooks out in the desert there with that, the one Janet Reno blew up. Who even cared what they were doing? But they were so busy with guns that the feds had to get involved because they had to see what was going on with all these guns they were stockpiling. These religions, I don't know, they all get guns. If they didn't have guns, I couldn't care if you go in the desert and pray to a fish. Who cares? They think someone cares.
Yeah, that they're going to be stopped from doing.
That's called religious paranoia. It's called hallucinating.
Yeah, well, you notice the media never comes out and says anything about them. I mean, they've got a lot of powerful...
Because the media is filled with nitwits, journalism majors from Boston University. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Anytime they do, the Scientologists sue. So that's why.
Sue. Everyone's suing everyone else. That's another thing in this country that stinks. But I don't know. I got a feeling that this Lisa Marie does whatever these Scientologists tell her to do, and...
That's pretty powerful, you know. You think once you get a certain amount of money, that's the freedom you've been looking for all your life, and then you get hooked up with Scientology, and they're telling you what to do.
Money don't make you free, Robin. I've learned that.
You have learned that?
I don't know.
From your friend Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. No, I know him. He's got plenty of problems.
Well, why don't you call him?
I don't have a number on him. I just meet with him. That's all.
Well, he calls you.
Yes.
All right, the next time he calls, call me.
He's not interested in you.
I didn't say I had to go anywhere. I just want you to call me.
He don't want to know you.
I didn't say you had to take me to see Michael Jackson. I said when he calls you, call me.
All right, I will. I'll call you.
And I won't be holding my breath waiting for that call.
All right, don't. Do what you want.
Keep your little friends to yourself.
I know the guy.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you.
Sure. You know Tito.
I don't know Tito. I don't know any. I know LaToya and I know him.
No, you know Tito.
No one knows the real Tito. And when I meet with Michael Jackson, I have to disguise myself as Tina Turner. He wears a...
That's why nobody's seen you two together.
Right, he wears the surgical mask, and I'm dressed as Tina Turner. So they think it's Tina Turner and Michael Jackson.
I see.
That's right. Orlando, you're on the air. Oh, I got to take a break. Quickly, Orlando, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Is this Gary, Howard?
No, Howard, you're on the air. Again,
hey,
I'll say it 900 times.
Down in Orlando. Hey, you coming down here?
Yes, I'm coming down there for lobotomy. I scheduled an appointment. I'm getting a lobotomy in 2 weeks in Orlando. I will be right next to Walt Disney. So let me take a break. When we come back, I'll tell you everything that's going on. But now, are you satisfied with my answer about Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley?
Yes. I think you're on to something there, even though you don't know them.
I don't know her. I know him.
You don't have to lie. It was a good explanation.
I don't swear on the life of my children unless I'm telling the truth. I never lie.
You do not put any stock in swears.
How shall I prove it to you?
Call him.
I don't have a number on the guy.
Have him on the show.
You want him on this show?
Yes. We'll have the first exclusive interview with the married Michael Jackson.
All right. I could get him on the show.
Fine. Then I'll believe you.
Okay. I'll get him on.
Fine.
That's not a hard problem. That's sort of tough, Bill.
Let's do it then. I don't know why you hadn't thought of it before. What, are you slipping?
No, I know him. That's all I can tell you is I know him.
Yeah, right.
Gary, book Michael Jackson.
You told me you were in Vietnam, too. I don't believe
I
anything
didn't swear on the life of my children on that one.
You were there with Michael Jackson?
I was there with Michael Jackson.
You and he served together. Went in on the buddy system.
You want to make a bet with me that I know Michael Jackson?
Yes, I'll make a bet with you.
How much money do you have?
$5,000.
You tomorrow come in here with $5,000 cash.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to come in with $5,000 cash.
And?
We're going to have someone, a third party, hold it.
Yes.
And then I'll prove to you that I know Michael Jackson.
You don't know anybody.
So bring your money in.
All right.
Bring in $5,000 cash. Quickest $5,000 I ever made.
Yeah, right. You take my money.
I'll take it. I'll take it as fast as I take Jackie's money. And I don't even like Jackie.
How dare you?
Right, Jackie?
You got it.
Right. Put your money where your boyfriend goes.
Well, then you'll never get it.
Oh, I'll get it all right.
It'll be safe there.
Yeah. All right, let me take a break. On our phone now is a guy I can't figure out. On our phone now is a guy I can't figure out. Not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, his friend Michael Jackson.
Put up your $5,000.
It's here.
Yeah. That's one bet you're going to lose.
All right.
My dear.
I'm taking your money.
All right. That's what you think. Where's Gary? Hey, Gary, come in here.
Figure out how to get Michael Jackson on the show now.
Excuse
and
me.
it only works if you know him.
There's only one guy who knows if I know Michael Jackson.
All right.
There's a couple of guys, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, but you don't tell me.
I'll tell you. No, I couldn't because I wanted to. No, I can't.
What?
Well, it's a long story I don't want to go into. But do I know Michael Jackson?
No.
No, Robin, all I can say, I can't give any details, but Howard confided to me.
No. Just do I know Michael Jackson?
Howard knows
excuse me. You wouldn't even know.
No, he doesn't know Michael Jackson.
No, he doesn't. He wouldn't know.
No, I know who knows. I know who you're going to... Well, I'll tell you who you're going to say who knows.
I'm going to write it down who knows, and don't say it.
Okay.
Here, wait a second.
Because I know who knows. I know...
Wait a second. Come here. Give me that pen.
You don't know Michael Jackson.
He does.
All right,
No,
here.
he doesn't.
So scary that he does.
Here. Who are you going to say knows if I know Michael Jackson?
Ronnie the limo driver.
What did I write down here?
So you don't know Michael
Put
Jackson.
Ronnie the limo driver on the phone.
Okay.
First
Well, I should believe him. He's on your payroll.
What can I tell you? Who would you believe? Would you
Michael
believe?
Jackson.
Would you believe our agent?
Michael
Would
Jackson.
you believe our agent?
Michael
Would you believe?
Jackson. I keep telling you.
Are you
I'll
calling
believe.
my agent a liar?
Michael Jackson.
Would my agent know?
Michael
Jackson. Shut up, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's got his own problems. All right, on the phone is a guy I can't figure out.
All right, why can't you figure him out?
Because, okay, here, let me get him on the phone here. Hold on a second. Mystery caller, are you there? Yes. All right, here's a guy I can't figure out. I'll tell you why. It was a movie comes out a couple of years ago. I thought it was a good movie. Very good movie.
Called?
I forget the name of it.
Oh, boy.
What was the name of it, Mystery? What was the name of your movie? I forget.
Roger and Me.
Roger and Me.
Oh, Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. Now listen to this. Roger and Me, which is a very good movie.
A great documentary.
Right. And when you say documentary, right away you think, oh, boy.
Yeah, boring.
Right, but it was very good, very witty, very
We
funny.
all laughed.
So I said, Michael Moore was promoting the movie. I said, boy, it would be great to have Michael Moore on. He was offered to us. I said, that would be a real honor to have Michael Moore in. We get him on the show. He gives, not only do we rave about the movie, but Michael Moore says, hey, I'm a big fan of yours. I think you're terrific.
And that was,
it was very nice.
to us.
It was amazing to us because when somebody does some valuable work, it's amazing that someone who does work as invaluable as mine
gets recognized.
Right. So it's two guys doing invaluable work. Anyway.
Wait a minute. I think that's the wrong word.
No, I meant that exactly the way I said it. Invaluable.
Invaluable means it's
very
priceless.
valuable.
Yes.
Priceless. That's my work. I think highly of myself. So I figure Roger's a fan.
Yes.
All right.
You mean Michael's a fan. Roger is the guy who was the head of GM.
Right. Michael Moore. Whatever. So anyway, I blocked out the name Michael Moore. Okay, now listen to me. So a couple of, I don't know, maybe a few weeks later or months later after he's in here, I'm reading an article, and Michael Moore is saying bad stuff about me.
Yeah.
I think Howard Stern's... Do you remember what you said, Michael?
Oh, I've never said a bad word about you, Howard.
Oh, that's not true.
Come on, be a man. Face the facts.
What did I say?
You were just real nasty. You were like
And
I'm.
not only that, I told you I met him again at a party or something for an opening of another movie.
Yeah.
And when I was introduced as Robin Quivers from the Howard Stern Show, he went, "Ah."
Right. So listen to this. So Michael Moore has a TV show now. I'm not going to say if it's a good show or not. I happen to think it's a good show, but I'm not going to say that. Just
TV Nation.
Yeah, right, TV Nation. I watched it the other night. I had a good time watching it. But I'll tell you something. Gary came to me and said, Michael Moore wants to come on and promote his show. I said, that guy's got nerve.
Yeah, he must think we have short memories.
Yeah, I read everything about me because I really have no life except for what is written about me. I said, well, here's a guy who badmouths me in the press, Michael Moore. Who came to me to my face and said that he liked me. And
I guess he was just saying that to get his movie promoted.
I guess. I don't know, Michael. I thought you were one of the real guys who said what was on his mind.
You're supposed to be an honest guy.
I can't figure you out. What is the real...
Who is you?
Who are you? Who are you, Michael Moore? Who are you?
Howard, I really don't know what you're talking about. Seriously.
Well, what about what Robin's talking about?
He doesn't know about that either.
He's like, you're like Nixon.
Yeah, I don't remember meeting Robin anywhere.
Yeah, see, but I know you. I'm not like Howard with Michael Jackson. Everybody knows.
Right. Listen to me. Michael, why would you use me in this fashion? That's hypocritical. You're not supposed to be a hypocrite.
It's the other guys that are supposed to be the hypocrites.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a friend of the working man.
We need to do a documentary about you. Who is the real Michael Moore?
Michael, let me ask you first. Do you like me?
I like you a lot, Howard. I'm shocked to hear this. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, I've never...
But I read an article.
Yeah, but I've read so many articles about so many things.
You know, we
that
should have pulled that article.
I mean, you must have seen this about yourself, too, that things that you say that either taken out of context or things that you never said at all and suddenly appear in the paper. I'm shocked at the things I've seen in the paper about... what I've said or done or whatever. It's weird. You're
saying you were misquoted.
Oh, entirely. Howard,
I know your fingers crossed now as you say this.
No, nothing is
because
crossed.
I assume that we were on good terms now.
No, listen, I've always liked, ever since listening to you on W4 in Detroit.
Right.
Years ago. And, what you're saying is really coming. It's coming way out from left field someplace.
Yeah, I mean, you do a lot of stuff that's similar to what I do. I mean, we both.
You're irreverent.
You're irreverent. I mean, okay, you work clean. I mean, I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm saying you have a lot of the same attitude. You go and you confront. In fact, one of the reviewers said about your new TV show that you were like a Stuttering John type. You go out and confront people, ask the questions that people wouldn't ask. I said, this guy. Word, Michael. What's
You're
the matter?
in broadcasting.
On his show, he doesn't say one dirty word. On my show, he uses the S word. I don't know. So, in other words, you are saying that you like me.
No, entirely.
All right.
And we're not going to read something a week from now.
I'm calling up page 6 right after this.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Trash you.
Now, Robin, what happened when you met Michael?
I'm telling you, I got the coldest shoulder I have ever been extended in public.
Now, you got me confused with somebody else.
No, it was
But Michael's a weird guy because I heard you know how he's like friend of the working man?
Yeah.
I heard on the new show TV Nation when he goes out to film a piece, he waits in his limo.
Right. That's what I heard.
Okay, there's a good example. I read that too.
Now, is that true?
Yeah, here's what happened there. We're doing this piece.
By the way, I don't see anything wrong with that.
No.
Why should you get cold?
No, but listen. Here we are. We're filming this piece where we're challenging CEOs to come down on the street and either use or build the product that they sell.
By the way, I saw that show. It was really good. Did you enjoy that? Yeah,
yes.
I thought this show is a very good show, TV Nation.
But here's a good example of how this is how the press likes to take something, twist it, and run with it. In order to entice the CEOs to come down out of their executive suites, we had down on the street a box of Cuban cigars, a scotch and whiskey on the rocks,
right,
and a blue Mercedes.
And a megaphone.
And so we had the Mercedes there if they wanted to go for a spin. We wanted all the amenities that they're used to.
Right.
So somebody from page 6 in the Post sees this blue Mercedes sitting there, says, "Oh, look at he's the working class hero now. He's got a blue Mercedes." You know?
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. And first of all, I don't even own a car to begin with. But then I read here the next day in the paper, it's
how you weighed in the Mercedes
while I was driving around in my blue Mercedes, and it was a prop. It was a prop for this particular piece.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, that was a good show. I watched that. They had a bunch of CEOs,
right?
And a lot of them would, like the guy from IBM wouldn't come down. They wanted to see if he could actually format a floppy disk.
Right.
And then they wanted to see if another guy could fix his own cars, do an oil change. And the guy who, I thought that guy was pretty cool. The guy who came down and did the oil change. At least he was willing to meet with you.
No, it was great.
Yeah, he was good, and he actually could do an oil change. I didn't think the guy would be able to, but he obviously could.
No, he knew what he was doing.
One of the funniest ones, I saw the one where you went down to Mexico.
What did he do there?
He just, visited the American plants down in Mexico.
Yeah.
And, was just finding out how much, people make and what kind of things they do down there and why that's good for America.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's sort of like 60 Minutes with, I don't know, sort of a more fun slant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like it. It's a good show. It's TV Nation. I wasn't going to say it was a good show, even though I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I had talked to Howard when we read the reviews, and I said, "Oh, Michael Moore's got a new TV show on." I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Robin was in the meeting, and Gary goes, "Michael Moore wants to come on and plug his new show." I go, "Hey, screw him." But Gary goes, "It might be funny to confront him." I go,
"Yeah.
Well, all right." But the guy said, I was really fuming. I just said, imagine the nerve of this guy bad-mouthing us.
Well, you can't say that anymore.
Well, now we're not. All right, so.
It's not true.
All right.
All right.
It's not. Howard, it's not true.
Michael, I hear you.
And Robin, whatever, if I ran into you at some movie and gave you the cold shoulder, it's only because I lack, social skills.
You were probably embarrassed.
I just figured, he's a big star now.
No.
Doesn't even speak.
Listen, maybe he'll give you a ride in his blue Mercedes.
I wasn't even asking for a ride. I can understand you snubbing me then.
Hey, Michael, you're doing pretty good. And what's that? You made some movie. You were the producer of that John Candy movie?
Yeah, I wrote and directed it.
Yeah, I read about that in the paper today.
Why'd you work him so hard?
Yeah, why'd you kill him for? The guy was doing fine. Michael was working on a movie with John Candy. John Candy dropped dead, but John Candy...
No. That was the next movie. He went down to Mexico and to shoot a film, and he died on that film a couple months after we're still editing Canadian Bacon.
Oh.
Did you two eat together a lot?
No.
Did you read what... because Michael's kind of hefty himself, but he's nowhere in the John Candy league. Did you read what John Candy was eating? I mean, John Candy was a great guy.
Did you see John Candy eating?
John Candy was a great actor, really great comedic actor. And actually, this was a serious film you made with him, right?
No.
It was comedy?
It's a political comedy about the U.S. and Canada getting into a war.
And you probably, like everyone else in show business, really loved John Candy, right?
No, he was a great guy.
He was a great guy. But, I mean, the guy was literally on a suicide binge in the sense that he was eating... He was out of control.
You had to interrupt a meal each time you wanted to shoot, didn't you?
No. No, actually...
Now Michael doesn't like us anymore.
No.
We'll make him say bad things yet.
I'm calling page 6 now.
We saw a list of what he ate the day before he died. It would have fed all of Rwanda. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. Like wouldn't he have haul tons of food into his trailer?
No, I never saw that.
Really?
No. In fact, I saw him actually taking very good care of himself. And,
really?
Yeah, he hired a trainer, and he was really...
you saw him before the fall.
A trainer? Give me the guy's name.
Yeah. I mean, this was a few months before he died, but he was...
he was at his heaviest.
He was taking care of himself.
Really?
I mean, his dad died of a heart attack when his dad was 38. And,
right.
And his brother had a heart attack, and there was a history of heart disease in the family. So.
Well, when you eat like that...
yeah, it tends to put a little... Well, Michael's letting his weight go a little bit.
Yeah, you ought to get out of that limo a little bit more often.
You know why?
And like that camera.
Well, Michael, he can get girls on his own now because he's famous. He's Michael Moore.
Got a TV show.
Right, Michael? Hey, what's your story? You married?
Yeah, I got married since I saw you last
kidding?
time. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
But you married a black woman. Did something wild.
Oh, stop that.
I'll bet you. No, he's wild.
He had a white girlfriend.
Yeah, but did you marry Lisa Marie Presley? Someone told me you were thinking of marrying her. You became a Scientologist. Hey, don't you think that Michael Jackson...
Why don't you track that down?
Don't you think that... Because he doesn't deal with stuff like that.
No, I'd like to know the deal
That's too tabloid. Don't you think that that's that whole Scientology thing? I mean, something going on there. Nah, forget it. Michael doesn't care about that.
Do something along that.
Who'd you marry? Why'd you get married?
I married my girlfriend from Flint.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the one that helped him do the movie and all that.
She's a model, right?
No.
Yeah, one of those Flint models.
A Flint model.
You're one of those Flint models? Out-of-work Flint model. So you produce it, you going to release that John Candy movie, or you're like in a quandary what to do?
The studio's going to release it sometime after the first of the year.
Yeah, why not? You might as well cash
how do
in.
you feel about that?
It feels good. Why not?
It feels. This is some of his best work. I'm very proud of it, and and I was very sad when he died.
Did you go to the funeral?
Did you get to
No.
You didn't get to go?
No, I didn't go. No, it was out in L.A.
That must have been a great networking opportunity.
Yeah, well.
I mean, in a sense, all the big names were there.
Like who? Who was at his funeral?
At John Candy's funeral? Everyone in show business loved John Candy. It was the place to be.
I don't remember him attracting that big a crowd.
See, Michael doesn't go for that kind of show business stuff. Me, I would have been right there if someone would have invited me. How do you get an invite to a cool funeral?
You wouldn't have been there, Howard.
I guess you have to call.
Oh, I would have gone.
No.
He went to the Trump wedding.
I
go to that stuff. I'm always
that on TV. You went to the Trump wedding.
Yeah, I was there. It was fun.
He knows Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know Michael Jackson. He's a friend of mine. Never came on to me.
He and OJ have hung out.
That's right. I've hung out with all the scandal queens.
We're going to sell out next week and do our OJ story.
Is
there
that
you go.
right?
Yeah.
No, you got to do an OJ story on your show.
See, that's what I'm telling you. You got to get into this Michael Jackson thing, too.
People should check out TV Nation. It's a pretty good show. How are the ratings?
One of the things I really loved was the Merle Markoe Prozac story.
Yeah, well, Merle's great.
Yeah.
Merle's really funny.
The whole thing on Prozac and pets.
Right. Merle Markoe used to be David Letterman's girlfriend, but she's actually very funny.
Yeah.
She's a little more than just David Letterman's girlfriend, but that's all she's known for.
Well, that's why she had to leave Dave. I understand that got under her skin.
Well, yeah, it was like she wanted to be known.
Yeah.
And she decided she wanted to host her own show, but meanwhile, nobody wanted her to host a show.
I know. But you'll get it. You keep plugging away, Merle.
Yeah, Merle, you keep working. By the time you're 80, you'll have your own show. But Merle's real good. She's part of Michael Moore's TV Nation, and it's...
And another person I really like is a part of that, too. I don't know if he's doing regular stuff, but I did see one thing he was doing. That guy who did that movie, Black Men Wear Hats, or with Hats or something like that.
Oh, Fear of a Black Hat.
Fear of a Black Hat, yeah.
That wasn't a good movie.
Oh, it is a good movie.
No, it's not.
It is, too.
It was... I have a lot of... me and you were the only two people who saw it, so...
You saw it?
Yeah.
I didn't know you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny.
Anyway, Michael.
Yes, sir.
It's a good TV show. I have no problem saying my true feelings about it now that we're straightened out. It just struck me kind of odd that I thought you didn't like me and then you were going to use my show to promote. How's the show doing? Is it getting any ratings?
It's doing okay. We're on NBC, so...
Is that bad? Is that bad to be on NBC?
It's the third place network.
Was that right? They're in third place?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
The show, they were very happy with how, the ratings were, and it did better than what had been there in that time slot, and we were number one in Los Angeles and Miami and St. Louis and a lot of cities around the country, and I don't entirely understand how the ratings work, but
they work. It's actually kind of simple.
It goes by numbers.
Yeah, it's like how many people. It's like how many people watch your show, and
there's like 2,000 boxes on TV.
Yeah, and they can tell exactly how many people are watching from the 2,000 boxes.
But they got the 2,000 most average people.
Yeah. Have you ever met any of those people?
No.
I've never known anybody.
I think they're dead people. And they just leave their TV set on whatever channel it's on, and that's the end of it. But Michael Moore's show is really good.
You ought to check it out.
Yeah, the only way to describe it is sort of like don't think of it as 60 minutes, but think of it as like 60 minutes with a weird bent to it. It's just very, very entertaining and a lot of fun, and you learn some stuff from it, too. And it's TV Nation. It's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on NBC. Let's see. We asked you about John Candy. I asked you about your wife. I thought you would have been dating models.
You're living here in New York now?
Yeah, I live here in New York now. Yeah.
What, are you going to have kids and everything? I thought you would have been dating models. I would have done that.
No.
If I had a hit movie, I would have done that.
Detroit and started dating models.
Yeah, because he was single. He could have enjoyed that whole thing. But he's like really into being, working class.
Well, he's got that image.
Yeah.
You see how people are trying to destroy
Michael
it.
gave up. Michael made, I forget, what did they pay you? $3 million for Roger and Me, and you gave it away?
Half of it. I gave half of it away,
Yeah, he gave half of it away.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I know you think that's funny.
I think that's hysterical. What did you give it to? The people of Flint?
A lot to people in Flint, yeah, and other independent.
Did you give any to that rabbit lady?
Yeah, I gave some to her.
He gave him like 1.5 million, and they threw a big polka party and blew it all on that, I think.
Don't you miss Detroit at all, Howard?
Not for a second.
You don't?
I hated Detroit. I really hated Detroit. I can't begin to tell you how I hated it. It was just depressing. Then again, I hate where I am now, too, so it doesn't make a difference. I seem to hate everything. But anyway, Michael Moore, I like your show. I don't seem to hate that.
Well, thanks. I'm glad we cleared up that other stuff.
Yeah. Good luck with everything, TV Nation, and good luck with the John Candy movie.
Yeah, we'll be looking for that.
I don't know if people go see it because they might think it's too morbid to see John Candy.
No, people go to see stuff like that.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's a very funny film.
Yeah, the whole death thing might work for you.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
It might, because, look at Kurt Cobain. He died. Everyone went out and bought the record.
Yeah, why is that?
People are into it. Maybe I'll go see the John Candy movie, see what it was like when he was alive, kind of thing.
There's a piqued interest.
Yeah.
It's like the last Rolling Stones tour. You can't see him again.
Right.
It's an ensemble cast. I mean, he's one of a number of Stephen Wright's in it, and
he's dead too, isn't he?
Yeah. Is his career dead?
Alan Alda. Wait, let me.
Alan Alda's dead.
I'll run down the whole
everyone
list.
who's dead?
A dead people's movie.
Anybody alive in this movie?
Alan Alda.
Yeah.
Rip Torn.
Rip Torn. Oh, I'm thinking Rip Taylor.
No, Rip Torn.
There's one live person in it.
Candy's more alive than all these guys, in my mind. Well, anyway, Michael Moore, good luck with TV Nation. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on NBC. I encourage everyone to give this show a chance. It really deserves your attention. It's very funny, and a lot of work goes into it.
And you learn something, too.
Yeah, and you learn something, too. It's fun. Hey, thanks, Michael.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
Okay, man.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
I was a little disappointed. I'll find that article where he bashes me.
Yeah, we should have had the actual article here today so we could quote.
Yeah, Baba Booey should have hunted that down, but I guess it was a lot of work for him. And I didn't think
it was even his idea, and he didn't bother to do the background.
Nah, it's why he's really not effective anymore. He really isn't. I don't know how to say it, but I feel bad firing him. I've known him for so long, and there's a certain pleasure.
You mean there was a time that he was effective?
Yeah, if he had a little more spunk, a little more energy, he would have hustled.
He's gotten lazy?
Yeah, he would have hustled and gotten that article.
Well, you'd think with a child coming, he would
be nervous. But what has happened with Baba Booey is that he's come to realize that no matter what his work output is, that I'll keep him around.
You will never fire him.
Right.
Well, there you go, Howard.
I just thought he'd move on by now.
Papa Flunky.
Why would he go? You've made it so... Where's he going to make this kind of money?
I don't know. It's not that he makes that much money.
But it's more than he ever dreamed of.
Yeah. Well, when I quit a year and a half, I don't have a reason to unload him.
He is making the biggest salary anyone in his family has ever seen.
I know. I know.
He's a winner.
I know. He's like a big deal. It's unbelievable. I look at him like he's still an intern.
And why would he leave? Where's the incentive?
I know. I know it's time for a new producer, someone who'd come in with a lot of fresh ideas and some energy and would hunt down the newspaper article where Michael Moore spoke badly of me. I know it's time for that. But could you fire Gary now at this point?
No, I don't think that would be right at this point.
No. It's just not right.
I mean, you've brought in a bunch of other people to help him with his job.
I know. I have Kathy now.
And still not enough.
I know, and Kathy's taken on most of his responsibilities.
In fact, it's interesting because you'll be sometimes talking to Gary in the back office, and he'll say, well, that's really Kathy's domain.
Yeah. I love when he says that. Well, what's really Kathy's domain? It's like, well, take an interest.
Bull, you shouldn't even be talking to me about that because that's Kathy's job.
Hey, Grillo, tell Gary to put down his Newsday and come in here. Do me a favor. Go get him. I got to ask him a question.
Well, Bull, that's Kathy's work.
Yeah, we got him a Kathy now. He's suspiciously...
That's his favorite line.
You are suspiciously absent from this conversation.
No, I was listening to it. I just didn't think I needed to be in here for
Let me ask you something. You know, you're a bright guy. I've always said it. You know, we portray you on the air as stupid, but you're bright. I say you're bright. I don't care what Robin says.
I never said he was stupid. You always said.
Robin, are you going to write in your book, are you going to at least be kind enough to write in your book how you used to feel about me?
I will write how you say I felt about you.
I know how Robin felt about you, and Robin told me 1,000,000 times to fire you.
I know
I
she
never
did.
said he was stupid.
I know she did. I know that
Robin came to me every day and said, "Why do you keep him?" And I said, "I feel
Not
bad
every
for
day.
him." Okay, every other day.
I know for a fact.
In all fairness, some days she was just exhausted
Yeah,
from you.
I couldn't even deal with
the first year we were
Robin
at
was
K-Rock,
always unimpressed with you.
The first year we were at K-Rock.
Yes.
I really felt that my job was on the line.
That's when you
Robin.
used to hustle.
No, but I'm telling you.
Well, yes, because you felt your job was on the line.
But Robin, I knew that Robin did not want me.
Robin opened my eyes to you, you know. She made me realize you weren't doing anything. Forget about Robin for a second. Between you and me, I have a higher opinion of you than Robin. Robin thinks you're mud.
Oh,
I'm saying,
true.
all right, whatever.
Not true at all.
All right.
Dirt.
Bad mud.
Yeah, he's in sand.
Right. He's below mud.
Glass.
Here's my point. It's really true. You said to me, hey, Michael Moore would be interesting to have on because he said some bad things about you in the newspaper. Now,
and that's a good thing.
And I keep a whole archive of everything that anyone ever said about us. So all it would mean is going in. And I admit, I didn't think of it either. I didn't think to go and do the research. I've been very busy. I'm writing a movie. I'm doing a lot of things. So you came to me and said, hey, Michael Moore said something bad about you. Maybe it'd be kind of fun to have him on the phone and yell at him.
Correct.
It would have been interesting if you had just, all you had to do is pick up the phone or tell Ganji, go pull the article. And we could have done that in 2 seconds.
My answer will surprise you.
What is the answer?
I was wrong.
What do you mean wrong?
I was wrong. You're absolutely right. I should have done that.
You're the producer. Like, you're supposed to produce the segment.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, to me, when you book a guest, produce, find things,
right. And
make a folder member.
And I do a lot of time. I give
you
you facts and stuff on people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. There you go.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Well, there you go.
Would you like to play some O.J. song parody?
No. I'm just going to soak in your answer.
Cheer you up a little bit?
You become lazy, to be honest. Seriously, you know that I won't fire you, but I really should fire you. I'd be doing you a favor, and I'd be doing me a favor.
Why don't you talk to the puppet? We'll cheer you up.
Is the Gary puppet there?
Wait a second.
I'm very sorry, but check out that T-shirt. Bite me?
Oh, what are you wearing?
Oh, I got my own T-shirt on today.
What's it say?
Says, I am stupid. Start off being I'm with stupid, but Mary thought it would look better this way.
Hey, Gary, look at your... Gary wears every bad T-shirt that comes in here. Like, we get a lot of T-shirts delivered to the radio station. Gary will wear anything. Like, there's a giant bite me. And he's got huge teeth, and it's like, bite me.
If you were wearing this, if you were wearing this and you cut the sleeves off it, then it would be cool.
I wouldn't wear that.
No.
Bite me?
The other day he had an I Eat Duty T-shirt. I can't believe it.
That's not true, Gary Gannett.
Gary Gannett.
Gary Gannett.
Gary Gannett.
Get all confused.
Gary Puppet.
Wolf, I'm so sorry I didn't find that article. I was very busy last night. I got a bag of M&Ms and I had to put them in alphabetical order.
I see, Gary Puppet. Well, then that explains it.
Sorry, Wolf.
Okay, Gary Puppet explaining what happened. Anyway, because it would have been cool to say to Michael Moore, here's what you said about me.
You're right.
Yeah, it would have been cool. All right, well, maybe the next time he calls then. Next time. Anyway, Michael Moore, TV Nation, Tuesday at 8 p.m. on NBC. And I got to take a break, Rob, and I see I'll fall far behind here. We got a lot to do. Yes, we have more bad O.J. song parodies. As a matter of fact, I've written an O.J. song parody.
Oh.
Because our special guests are coming in today to perform it.
We have special guests?
More information in just a second, right after these. We get more. Thank you. We have. Whoa! What the hell was that? Last night was a big night for me. My wife was out, so...
She's been going out a lot lately.
Yeah, she goes out. I think she has a boyfriend. She was trying to make me jealous the other day, too.
How?
Because I was talking about at Fred's bachelor party, how there was this 21-year-old there that was really hot.
You mean on the radio, so you didn't go home talking about that?
No, I was telling my dad about it.
Oh.
And, because my dad's as horny as a coyote.
Why didn't you invite him?
Well, my dad, he would have loved it. My mother would have thrown him out of the house. My dad would have thought he died and went to heaven. So I was telling my dad about and my wife goes, oh, yeah, well, I was attracted to some guy.
Oh, so she starts telling stories about her attraction.
Yeah, she's attracted to some guy. Yeah, oh, boy. I said, good. She goes, you want me to be with another man? I go, sure. Take the pressure off me.
Oh, you.
Lord knows I don't get any sex.
What pressure, then?
Well, then I could date.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Then in my mind, I'd make her pay for the rest of her life.
Free,
right,
yes.
be free to
You'd
date.
never stop cheating.
Right.
All you'd have to do is once.
I cheat
see,
like
honey?
900
See,
times.
you open the floodgate.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah. Yeah. Cheat.
Yeah, cheat, Herman. Cheat.
So, my wife went out last night, and I said, ooh, perfect night. Monday night, Baywatch is on, get in bed. I'll have a big session, big masturbation session. So I'm watching Baywatch, and,
Well, who do you watch on that show? I thought you didn't like that Pamela Sue girl.
I like the girls in bathing suits and bikinis and stuff, and they never wear bikinis. Now they dress like lifeguard chicks.
Oh, yeah?
Who wear one piece.
One-piece bathing suits?
Yeah, and they've all got great cleavage because it looks like they all had breast implants, but I don't know. It's weird. Like Susan Anton's on there, too, but she plays somebody's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole episode was about this little kid, David Hasselhoff's son.
He has a son?
On the show, yeah.
Good.
And his wife left him.
Oh. And the kid lives with him?
Yeah, the kid lives with him because the wife is such a bad mother. And like they get in a plane crash. It was like David Hasselhoff was topless, a lot. And it was like
not what you tuned in for.
And the woman who plays David Hasselhoff's wife looks like a bus hit her face. I'm laying there in bed waiting for something to happen. I almost missed my wife. I was like so miserable. I'm sitting there going,
but not
yeah.
David is kind of cute.
Yeah. I watched the whole hour of Baywatch and nothing. At the end, they were fixing up the local sub shop.
Uh-huh.
Susan Anton decided to buy like a little restaurant.
Yeah, so she can serve people at the beach.
Yeah, that's realistic. Susan Anton serving you at the beach. So they had a whole scenario. It was like a music video where all the kids on the beach are helping her build the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you got to see some of the girls, but by then it was too late. I was disgusted.
You were tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah, I put my eye cream in and went to sleep. and thought about my own stuff. Again.
So it was the worst Baywatch episode ever.
Baywatch is becoming don't watch because it's
no
getting real bad. It's getting real bad. There's no girls. I don't know.
Well, they're bringing in a new girl for next season, so I guess they'll get back on track.
Well, they better get one that's not uptight about wearing a bikini. They're all uptight. They all decide 2 episodes into Baywatch. They all decide they want to be actresses. And this David Hasselhoff, who happens to be the executive producer, can't obviously put his foot down. He must feel bad for them.
He must be a nice guy.
Yeah, he must be a nice guy. He's like, oh, okay, well, I guess it would be sexist to force you to wear this bikini.
And well, he himself said that Baywatch isn't a girly show.
Yeah, well, he better re-examine that position.
It's a lifeguard.
Yeah, because I'm just about out of there.
It's about saving lives.
Yeah, it sure was last night. They spent over an hour saving a life. Saving the life of an ugly broad.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
There's no reason for that.
Save the life of a stripper. Do something. Mama Lucian.
Only rescue naked women.
Right.
Good-looking.
You should be the producer of that show. Robin, I'm very excited today because, we've gotten so many bad O.J. Simpson song parodies. They're coming out of the woodwork. Where are they, Fa-Fa?
They're sitting right over there, far out of your reach.
Oh, good. Just where I wanted them.
Wow.
By the way, coming up later in the show, we'll listen to Billy West's Tonight Show appearance.
Oh, good. I still haven't seen that.
Well,
at least I can hear it.
You're going to hear it. You're going to hear him do an impression of me that went on way too long.
I was having fun.
Yeah, okay, good. That's a good place to have fun on the Tonight Show. All right. You're there to entertain people, not have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Always thinking about fun.
Yeah, Billy goes, I had fun. I have fun. Forget fun. It's work. All right. Now, Billy was very good. Just shouldn't have done an impression of me. Because he does so many... All right, I'll get into that later. We got so many bad O.J. Simpson song parodies.
Uh-huh. You going to give us a sampling now?
Now, we wrote one. But we got... You ever hear that song? In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, you know that song. Come on, everyone knows that song.
Yeah, but you didn't sing it right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, how's it go?
The lion sleeps tonight. It doesn't go down.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. I was close enough. I'm not a singer. But the point is, those guys are out in the lobby waiting to do the actual song parody.
The real guys. What are they? Who are they?
They're called the Tokens.
They like it, too.
They like the song parody?
They love it.
Cool. Well, they're having a bit of a revival because in The Lion King they sing that song.
That's right.
Because Gorilla was telling me his mom booked him to do a bar mitzvah or a graduation party.
Recently?
About 5 years ago.
Wow.
The Tokens.
You wonder what happens to those groups.
Yeah, they got to go play graduation parties. It's pretty cool, too. They bring a real lion with them. So they came in, they said, you know, we'll sing your O.J. Simpson song parody if it's good. This one is good.
So you whipped one off?
Yeah, but let me just play you some of the bad ones we've been getting.
Everybody's singing about O.J.
Yeah, D.O.J.
I see O.J.
I see O.J.
I seen O.J.
I be O.J.'s next door neighbor. I seen O.J. and he looked...
I can see it all.
And he looked... I got to hear that, too. Where is that? How come I can't get my hands on that? I got to hear that first. I see O.J.
I see O.J. and he looked very nervous.
Can ask everybody to be quiet for a moment.
Peter Jennings, of course. The setup is... everyone's heard this. Peter Jennings. I just don't get tired of it.
It's the best.
Yeah, Peter Jennings. He's on the air. It's during the O.J. chase.
Right, O.J.'s in the Bronco.
Right, O.J.'s in the Bronco. He's now pulled into his own driveway, and this guy, one of our listeners, calls into Peter Jennings. Peter Jennings is, of course, a talking puppet head, is clueless. Al Michaels has to get on.
The Gary puppet is smarter.
Yeah, Al Michaels has to get on and inform Peter Jennings that it's a hoax.
We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite tense.
What can you see?
What I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see O.J. kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looking here, he look very upset. I don't know what he gonna be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see O.J. I see O.J., man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's...
Right up. Picks it right up. Nothing phases Peter Jennings.
Didn't hear a thing.
Isn't he dating Barbara Streisand or something?
That's what I understand.
Yeah, he's really in love with her. He can get any girl he wants. He's got Barbara Streisand.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
For a week.
Girl looks like a man. You know, Barbara Streisand reminds me of a female impersonator.
Yeah.
Like, she gets those nails done up and the hair, and everything's perfect to make her look more beautiful, but it still looks like a guy.
Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay.
That Al loves.
So he was not there.
All right. We have him on every coast. Thank you very much.
Al knows. We do have him on every coast. Al knows how stupid Peter Jennings is, so they hire Al Michaels just to come in.
He's watching him.
Mind you, Al Michaels is a sports guy. He has to come in and tell Peter Jennings.
Yeah. Watch Peter now. Make sure he doesn't make any mistakes.
Peter, I know you're from Canada, but there are no black people anywhere on the planet that talk like that.
And I see O.J.
He's the tensest.
O.J., the tensest I see. He's slouching in the back.
Slouching down, and I'll be in the back of a van.
Why could I hear that again and not get tired of it?
I love it.
I know.
Nor the last time will have been had, but... That's it.
Hi, Peter. This is Al Michaels again. You embarrass the human race.
Yeah, I should have really yelled at him. You stupid schmuck. You should have known. As soon as he said
idiot.
He was real tenses. I like how he goes, "How are you?" And Peter Jennings, of course, can't just say I'm okay. He's like, I'm as tense as everyone else. As you are, sir. And then he goes, yeah, because he tried to, this is a very serious situation. And then he goes, yes, it is tenses.
Quite the tenses.
It is quite the tenses. Oh, man.
Peter, this is Al Michaels again. You know, you're not smart enough to be an ice fisherman. And, by the way, baba booey to you all.
Yeah. That is indicative of a certain radio show host.
He said something in code.
Peter just said, code? Wow, this is really turning out to be espionage.
It's a spy thing.
My big moment. This is unbelievable, this code going out.
Transmitting to?
Code going out over ABC Air. Hold on now. Holy smoky. Yeah, I got OJ over there in the trailer.
I can see it all.
You realize if Al Michaels hadn't jumped in, Peter Jennings would have been on the air with that guy for over an hour and a half?
Yeah. Hi, Peter. This is Al again. Listen, at any point in Canada, did your brain freeze?
We're going back to Mr. Higgins now to see what he can see.
Can I ask everybody to be quiet for a moment? We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Robert Higgins is my new code name. When I register at hotels, it's going to be Robert Higgins. Yeah.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite the tensest.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looking here, he looks very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see OJ. I see OJ, man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Cops what?
All deep in this.
All deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And baba booey to y'all.
To y'all. This is Al Michaels. Peter, this is Al Michaels.
Get a clue, you dope.
Peter, are you listening to the same show?
Home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle in the doorway of the house.
Peter, this is Al Michaels.
His friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call.
Totally farcical.
Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not.
No one thought it except for Peter. Lest Peter thought it was
he said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay.
And you know what was going on in Al's mind? Should I say Howard's name or not?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You know what's
Peter,
funny?
this is Al. Is it true that you worked for ABC only because you couldn't spell NBC or CBS?
What's funny is that probably Al is saying, get me on, I got to tell Peter that's not real.
Yeah, right, quickly.
He's having a fit, making, having people open up a line for him.
Because Al's the Howard Stern expert. He's got to get on.
Yeah, this is Al Michaels again. Put a bag over your head and smuggle yourself back to Canada, would you?
You're an embarrassment to the entire race.
So he was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you
Human
very much.
race.
Not the first time nor the last time will have been had, but...
Not you, Peter.
Yeah. He was had. He actually was had. I see OJ, and he looks scared.
He be looking very scared.
Slouching in the back.
He be slouching down.
Slouching down. Can you hear anything? No, it'd be very noisy.
I be in the back of a van, and there's a lot of commotion.
We're deep in cops.
And I see OJ.
Peter, this is Al again. Have you got maple syrup for brains? This guy could have called himself Walter Mellon, and you wouldn't have gotten it.
Walter Mellon. So anyway, we're getting a lot of OJ parodies.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd put one together, but here's a couple that we've been getting. This is OJ parody number 1 is Sitting by the Dock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one of these, it's marked on there. One of these is done as Kermit the Frog, but I'm not sure that this is the one.
Everyone trying to get the definitive OJ song.
Okay.
OJ's on the dock of the bay.
I'm sitting in Los Angeles jail, and this judge won't let me post my bail.
Right, you get that one? We're going to be trying our hand at it in a few minutes with compliments of the tokens.
Sounding great already.
Is it really working on it out there?
Oh, yeah. The only thing is we have to say right up front that the views in the parody are not the tokens.
Of course. No, we wrote the parody. The tokens have been good enough to sing it.
Here.
Oh, this one's to Sounds of Silence.
Okay.
It's Kermit the Frog.
Oh.
Kermit, I hear you have something for us. Yeah, I have a song to sing. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and sing it? Oh, all right.
Who are these people? Who are these people?
Terrible Kermit
Yeah, I
the
mean,
Frog.
it's hi, this is Kermit the Frog.
I just wrote it. Yellow juice, what can I say? Some say you're innocent, there's no way. You killed your ex and her boyfriend, too.
Okay, you got that one? This one, of course, is to Hey Joe.
Okay.
So I believe it would be Hey OJ.
Oh, there we go.
Where you going with that knife again? I could almost predict. Now I believe we'll hear the same exact line over again.
Hey, OJ.
Good Jimi Hendrix.
Good Jimi Hendrix.
Where you going? Knock in your head.
All right, you got
Going
it.
to kill my old lady.
Right.
Caught her with another man.
I'm going to kill my old lady.
Going down to get my old lady. You know I caught messing around with another man.
Did I write this?
I think you wrote this. I think you collaborated on this. I see OJ.
Going down to get my old lady.
All right, you get it? All right. And, I don't even know. What is this? Little Pink Houses? Is that the
John Cougar
song? And what is it? Little Padded Cell?
Right.
All right.
Add a tune on the first note.
There's a black man in a jail cell. Says that he's innocent.
Why do we have to make everything racial?
He got on an interstate running.
Okay, you get this?
Yes.
All right.
I think you have one more, Howard. It's in your head.
They're almost impossible to sit through.
That guy was just reading a newspaper account.
Yeah, right. He's just, And then OJ allegedly stabbed his girlfriend and Ron Goldman.
Continued on 834.
Right. Continued on 834. This is called OJ's Run. It's original music.
All right.
I thought it would be Band on the Run, but it's OJ's Run.
It's like a Jackie song.
Easy.
This is the story of a man as famous as one could be. Man who was special to you and me. Name was O.J. Simpson. Great athlete was he. This is the story of a life that ended in tragedy.
All right, so there's just the latest back OJ songs. When we come back from this commercial, compliments of the token singing, we will be able to present our OJ song parody.
I can't wait to hear it.
And I think you'll like it.
We'll be crouching down.
We'll be slouching during it. All right, we'll be back with the tokens right after these words.
We're back with Islamic fundamentalist Ali Muhammad Khalil Stern.
Thank you. And hey, by the way, Jackie Jokeman is going to be... well, this is exciting. First of all, his new CD is out, The Joke Man. Only $10 plus free shipping and handling. And the price includes 20-page... Here's a sample of it.
That's Philly's one. Because I'm Jackie the Drunk Man Martling.
Right.
I'm Jackie the Drunk
It gets funnier as it goes on.
No, he just goes on like this.
Big white owl boy.
Here's where he talks about blunts, smoking a blunt.
I can't afford all that pot to go in that big blunt. I mean, I can't afford it, but I won't. I want somebody to give me one. That's why I smoke a little lid.
He smokes a lid. See, he's doing pot humor. He goes into areas where other comedians won't go. Anyway,
That ain't it.
1-800-323. Oh, come on.
Don't lie.
We all get the joke. Price includes 20-page Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. Make sure you dial.
Roll.
Yeah, hey, Jackie's rolling. I hate to interrupt him. By the way, if you like this kind of stuff, Jackie will be doing it in Annapolis. 2 shows at the Comedy Club. Hasn't been back in a year. Are there any tickets left to the Annapolis show?
There's about 10 left for the second show.
Serious?
It really is sold out.
All right, so hurry up. There's only like 10 left to go see Jackie in Annapolis. And for Great Dirty Jokes, call 516-9221.
Although the more of this you play, people are calling and canceling.
Yeah. Well,
tickets are opening up.
Jackie was loaded this night. We should say it in all fairness. Let me see what he's doing here. This is my favorite joke. This is an extended routine on pot. All right, very good. Very good. Very talented,
I
Jackie.
love him on nights like that.
I don't know how
that was one of those nights he was really hot.
Yeah, he was high. He was rolling, and that's how he got on Star Search. They came and saw him that night.
Look at Norris. He never enjoys himself. Look at him.
He's in heaven. He's in heaven.
Happier than that.
That's one of your best routines.
One of your best routines. No, I'm a big fan of Jackie's pot humor. With the blunts and the lid.
Oh, he's the best at it.
Oh, he is. He smokes more pot than anyone. All right, very good. Congratulations to you, Jackie, on your phenomenal success. You're like a Nova. You're burning out.
I hate you all equally.
More beer! Beer, 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 beer! Oh, Jackie, the drunk man Martling! Beer, beer, beer! Beer, pot! Beer, 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 pot! Beer! And a lid! Yeah! I'm Jackie, the drunk man Martling!
All right, listen, enough fun with that. Very nice. Hey, by the way, now we're talking about OJ's song parody.
Yes, OJ.
OJ. We know it's hard to write an OJ parody. We think we've come up with a definitive one,
right.
and the tokens, of course. Now, the tokens. What, 5 years ago, Gorilla, you told me your mother tried to hire the tokens?
They did. They played like some 50s night at my grammar school in Brooklyn.
Well, the tokens are having a revival because they're in the movie The Lion King. Come on in, guys. Now, here's my problem. I got 5 tokens, and, you know,
name?
I want to tell you guys something.
Yeah.
All right, let's sit down and relax. This is exciting for the guys. I don't think they've been anywhere in a while. Go ahead. Well, it's true. Come on, let's be honest.
He's alive, Mike.
No, we've actually traveled a lot.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you why I'm embarrassed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens, right?
Right.
At the very least.
Right, exactly. One of the tokens looks really pissed. You look really pissed. Are you all right, man? Who is that?
He's in awe.
Is that?
How can I do the hat and the headphones? This is an adventure.
Mike is
Get the hat. Take off that stupid hat.
Mike is in awe of being here. You know, that's why.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Is this all?
This is big. These are big fans. These are very big fans.
All right, let me just say something. Here's my problem, and I got to address this to again that idiot general manager of mine, Tom Chisan. I have been at this studio for 8 years. And I think the first week I came to this studio, we had Belinda Carlisle on with the Go-Go's. There was 5 of them, or 4 of them, and there was nowhere to put anybody.
Yeah.
Now, 8 years ago, we should have addressed the situation and said, look, we got a top-rated morning show. Many times we have groups come in, or groups of actors, or people, or guests.
People who perform, people who sit and talk.
3 or 4 or 5 people at a time. This is what we have on the show.
Musical groups usually have more than one person.
This is true. So
and we never address, this is 8 years now, every time 5 guys come in, a combo group such as yourself, ensemble, we can't even get all these people into the room. So at some point, like somewhere within the 8 years, wouldn't we have said, hey, we might need to open up the studio, build onto it, open up into the hall and make I don't know, address the problem in some way. Instead, we always have the same problem. What is it, Baba Booey?
It's kind of
It's kind of like the Marx Brothers scene on the in the Night at the Opera, where they all pile into the stateroom on the boat.
Exactly. So I apologize to the tokens.
Yeah, they look like they're posing for a class picture now.
Actually, we're just in close quarters.
Luckily, we're small, most of us.
Gary, take the microphone and put it in front of the guys' faces when they talk. He says to me, I'm going to have the microphone if somebody says something.
I'm trying to get this. Can you move over a little bit? Thank you.
There we go.
Yes, we do have to do something. We got to get a bigger studio. You're right. This is important.
Yeah.
The guests are grappling with their headphones. You have to see it.
Everybody's fighting.
Everyone's fighting over the headphones. No
Hi, Robin.
Good morning.
No one can move over. It's hard. It's hard to move around.
We'll be fine.
All right, tokens. Let's just address a few things. All right. First of all, we wrote the O.J. song parody. These are not your words.
You're simply performing.
You're performing.
Yes, we're simply performing, right.
Because you've heard all the bad O.J. songs. It's about time we had the definitive O.J. song parody.
Right. But I don't mind. I'm the single. I don't mind in the group.
What?
Lyrics are great for me. Because I don't really sing that much.
He agrees with the sentiment of the song.
You do agree with the rest of you guys? Do you agree with the sentiments in the song, or you don't?
I don't mind it. I'm not ready to make any judgments at this point in time.
What year did The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
61.
1961 that song came out. Huge hit.
Yes.
I assume you guys got no money for that because record companies...
No, we did. We were with RCA, and RCA was a major label, and it was sort of hit so fast they couldn't hide it.
We had a hit before that we didn't get paid for.
Yeah, that's true. Our first hit we didn't get paid for.
What was your first hit?
Tonight I Fell in Love. Remember that?
How's that go?
Dum dooby dum whoa.
Dooby dooby dum whoa.
Tonight I fell in love.
I don't remember that. Stop that already.
Okay.
Now listen. I don't remember it.
Pass us by.
I was 12 years old at the time. No, this is it. Listen to me.
Yeah.
So you guys have big hit, and then you got some money for it, and then I don't know.
What happened?
What happened? Where the hell have you been?
Well, we produced a lot of hit records during that time. We produced the Chiffons, He's So Fine.
So you mean all five of you guys would pile in the studio and produce these records?
We were producing records, yeah. Our original group, there were two... There was myself, Mitch, and Jay Siegel and Hank Medras were the original group, and we produced Tiny Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree.
Oh, really? Oh, so
we were making hit records.
I'm going to strangle you guys for that record.
I begged them not to put it out.
Yeah, right.
And I'm glad they didn't listen to me.
I'm sure you were even shocked that became a hit. So then you put out The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and you think, oh, my God, this is unbelievable. The girls, true. I mean, you had a lot of women coming on here, right?
Well, two things. First of all, we didn't want to put The Lion Sleeps Tonight out because we didn't think it was going to be a hit.
Right.
And we thought it was a very funny and strange title. And
for that
people asked us the name of our new record, we were embarrassed at first to tell them.
Right.
And we were also it was also the age of rock and roll before groupies.
Right.
It was in the early 60s, so we didn't have that, that wonderful thing that happened later on to groups.
So you put out The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and then the lion actually went back to sleep, and that was it, right? What is it, Papa Fody?
I was going to say, before you get into talking too much about groupies, well, these two guys are brothers, but this guy over here is this guy's son.
I was going to say, I think it's the second generation here.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if he wants to talk about groupies in front of his kids.
So you met his mom on the road, I bet, right?
I wish.
No, you wish.
No, actually, his mom was introduced to me by Al Cooper.
I see. So the bongo player is your son.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
The sax player, or is that a sax or a clarinet?
Soprano sax.
They got a sax that looks like a clarinet.
Break it down.
You guys were all friends. Some of you guys are brothers and stuff, right?
Yeah, Phil and Mitch.
All right.
We two are brothers.
And you two
or
guys...
as I said on Dick Clark on American Bandstand, I said, us two are brothers. Just like that when I was about 13 years old.
Us two are brothers.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. So the
Who are
movie...
those other two guys? They just came in?
Who knows?
This guy here appears to be like the outsider token. He hasn't said anything the whole morning.
Yeah, he's angry. What are you upset about?
Hey, this morning. I'm the keyboard player. There's no room for a keyboard.
Oh, that's why you're upset. Listen, so what?
He's also the token guy.
Is that right?
Yes.
You guys are all Jewish?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize
Except for Mike, yes.
All right, well, I'm going to have to ask you to leave then.
Thank you very much.
All right?
I'm out of here.
Listen, if the keyboard player wants, it'll be funny on TV. Instead of playing the keyboard, play Gary's teeth. Gary, you'll just smile.
Oh, we have a... Wait a minute.
Yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
Ba 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 booey. Ba 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 booey. Ba 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 booey. Ba 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 booey. Ba 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 booey. He's hairy like a monkey and his teeth are clean and funky. Ba ba booey. Ba 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 booey.
All right, get out now. How are you guys? Tokens. Listen to the tokens, how they got screwed. So The Lion King comes out.
Yes.
The Lion King, very nice job. In the movie, The Lion King, one of the songs features You know, a winga wop, a winga
whip,
whatever.
It's Weema.
Yeah.
What is Weema?
But thank goodness everybody thinks it's other things. That's why there are all these parodies.
Winga wop, a Weema.
I thought it was
Weema.
Yeah, WIMOWEA.
And what does that mean?
It means the lion is sleeping.
Oh, in African?
Yes.
How do you guys know African?
We don't. We just
you just looked it up and
we used to sing it on the beach, and then when we auditioned for RCA in 1961,
and we didn't know anything at the time.
We sang it straight ahead without the lyric, and our producers at RCA, Hugo and Luigi, called the consulate and found out what it meant, and then wrote the lyric "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" based on the meaning of the Weema original lyric. It comes from an African folk song called Mabubu, which Miriam Makeba did.
So look at this combination. You got an African folk song, you got 4 Jewish kids from Brooklyn, 2 Italian producers, a black arranger. It was like...
It sounds like 86 guys were all getting royalties off of this one song.
How far does a dollar go?
Unbelievable. Oh, the keyboard player looks like he's going to kill someone. His keyboard. He is really upset.
You know, by the way, Mikey is the most gentle of all of us.
Is he really?
Mikey lives out in the woods. Mikey is like Walden.
That's what they said about the guy who killed everyone on the Long Island Railroad.
The others must be real egg murderers.
What was that guy that went to Walden? What's his name? Thoreau. Mike is like a Thoreau.
Thoreau.
Yeah, he goes in the woods. He
looks like Charles Manson Thoreau.
No,
all right, listen to me.
Gibbons.
Listen to me. So listen to this, Robin. You'll love this story. So The Lion King comes out, and the movie is a smash.
Oh, yeah.
The song, you know, The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Very prominently featured.
Yes. Okay, prominently featured.
Right. Yes.
So the guys go, okay, now they're going to release a soundtrack album to The Lion King.
And it's big.
Yeah. And Disney doesn't put The Lion Sleeps Tonight on the soundtrack.
I heard that.
Yes.
Because Disney has learned, you know what it is.
What?
When Disneyland, I'll tell you, you guys are obviously clueless about this. When
we have a theory.
I'll tell you the whole theory. I'll tell you exactly what's it. Never mind theory.
Okay.
When Disneyland opened in California, those idiots didn't buy up the surrounding property, and all of these outside businesses made a fortune off of Disneyland, the hotel industry, the food industry. When they built Disney in Orlando, they bought up all the land first, and then they built Disneyland so that no one else could make any money off of this thing. Now with movies, they realize when they put out one of these kids' movies, they make a tremendous investment in the film. So they put out these soundtracks, and they know they're going to sell big, regardless of what happens. If the movie's big, the soundtrack's big. Why would they want to give you a piece of the action on the soundtrack album? True?
True.
Is that your theory?
Yes. No, well, that's part of the theory. The other part of the theory is that maybe...
The grassy knoll.
The deal with Tim Rice and Elton John to write the other songs in the album might have precluded them sticking another song in from an outside writer.
Might have.
You know, might have.
It's another theory.
Again, it's a theory.
Then there's the other theory.
Do they call you when they say they want to use your song?
No.
No, they just used it. Now, there is a third theory going around that Walt hates lions. And they didn't want the song in there. Okay, now listen. Let's do this. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, if you guys are good enough, the Tokens will perform the O.J. parody.
We are good enough.
Okay.
And
to the tune of The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
To The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I believe...
Which definitely won't be on the soundtrack album of The Lion King.
I believe this will put the Tokens in a whole new arena. I believe it's going to change the history of the Tokens.
Yeah, the wrestling...
That's what I'm afraid.
Hold it. I hear the O.J. coming right now.
I see
O.J. Head for the hills. All right, when we come back, the great new O.J. song, and we'll have to find something for the keyboard player to do.
We have an egg, man.
Oh, you got an egg. What are you worried about? You got
an Eggman.
That's good. No one will hear it. All right.
And Howard, you know, they didn't get completely screwed because they did get the Burger King deal.
Oh, that's right. Now, Burger King... What do you mean you didn't?
They didn't get a French fry.
They didn't call us to that either.
The Disney people didn't call us. Burger King didn't call us.
In Burger King, they used the song The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Right, but not by us.
But don't you get royalties?
No, because...
You don't own that song?
We don't own the song, even though when we recorded it, we did improvise the melody to the lyrics our producers handed us, but we were too naive to realize that we deserved a piece of the writing.
Oh.
See, there's the nightmare. There's the nightmare.
So every time this song is used, you guys don't get paid?
We didn't have Dominic on our song.
My God. You see how people got screwed back then?
Always. And these are white people being screwed.
White men. Are all of you white?
White Jewish.
All of you are white? You're not white? All right, very good.
Right.
All of you are white.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Everyone thinks it's only the black man that gets screwed.
You know, white people get screwed too.
Absolutely. I can't believe it. So the ties you're wearing are rented. You don't own them, do you?
No, wait.
So what do you got?
Actually, my mother bought these ties for us in Florida, and I have to say, I love you, Mommy, or she's going to burn down my apartment.
The tokens are all wearing the same shirt and tie.
Yes.
It's a smart move.
Well, we know you're on TV. We're on TV.
You want to make sure you all match.
Right,
So this is very exciting to have the tokens here doing the new OJ song parody. Let's take a breather. Everyone can relax, tune up the instruments, whatever, and then we'll come back.
Don't say that. The keyboard player has nothing.
He's got to
tune his egg.
He looks like Thoreau, all right. He keeps staring at me. I'm going to throw him right out of here.
He's so angry he's going to throw up.
He doesn't bring a keyboard to any gig. He never wants to carry equipment.
All right, you guys. Now, here we go. Take a break.
Okay.
Come back. Calm your keyboard player down. And we'll be back with the tokens right after these.
With the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, by the way, the tokens, before they perform their song parody, have a new CD out called The Tokens.
Oldies Are Now.
Oldies Are Now. It's in the stores, right? And The Lion Sleeps Tonight is on there.
Yes.
Since Disney didn't put it on there. I was just talking to the guys. These guys should really be bitter, but they don't appear to be, I guess.
What happened to them?
I'm glad I'm anywhere, Howard.
I said, hey, guys, add up how many millions. They said the Lion, the Lion Sleeps Tonight has been in 5 major motion pictures, including Ace Ventura.
Really?
And they get not a penny.
Ever?
Well, never, ever.
We're working on it.
And they use your rendition of it?
Yeah, in 5 of the movies, like in Matinee, Sandlot.
Sandlot, Matinee, 29th Street, Dead Calm, one other one.
That night,
yeah.
Right.
Dead Calm.
But we're working. There's a paper in the works at the moment to.
Good luck.
Well, of course, now RCA is re-releasing the single, The
original single
tonight, and they're re-releasing a best of album. So I guess we're buddies again. So they want to treat us nicely. So they're going to take care of us.
Did you ever think about how many millions of dollars, if you had owned the publishing to your own song? How much money that would have generated?
You're making me sick.
But you couldn't think about it.
Get bitter.
All right. You know what? I need you to do the song parody before you start getting bitter.
Okay. No, I'm not bitter.
You're bitter. It's all right. Listen. Yes, it is. I need to tell you. Take a good look in the mirror. You're very bitter. I'm sorry. That mic does not work, Gary. It's useless. I tell you this a million times.
I told Scott.
Maybe I have to turn it on. Go ahead.
Yeah, now it works.
That's why we have Mike. He gets mad for us.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
So we can stay in a good mood. Mike gets mad for us. That's what we hired.
Okay, good.
We're not bitter, honestly.
You're not bitter? Okay. All right. Now it's time for song parody.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
We're making history here, folks.
Everybody is excited.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
This is the new OJ song parody. By the way, the tokens will be, their brand new album, Oldies Are Now, is available at record stores everywhere. The tokens will be performing at the Aka Club?
AKA.
The hell is that?
AKA, not AKA.
Oh, AKA. You guys ought to put a couple of hyphens in there.
Yes.
At 77th West Houston Street at 7:30 on Wednesday, August 3rd, 1994. I got the year in there, Robin. That's tomorrow night.
Yes. Don't wait until next year. They won't be there.
Tokens will be signing records at Downstairs Records in Manhattan at 12 today. Oh, at noon today.
Yes.
At 35 West.
Needs a mega memory.
35 West something Street. I don't know.
West
43rd Street. All right, and the tokens will be on CBS this morning, Thursday, August 3rd. See, they're very hot right now because of this song.
Everybody wants them.
And we'll be signing records at JR Records. JR Records when? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
12 to 2. Wednesday. That's
Yes, we're thinking of changing our name to the Shameless Hucksters.
Well, why not? Get out there while the
while it's hot. Exactly.
While the iron is hot.
After the show, they'll be kicking each other in our jock lounge. For not,
Who was it who did that?
That's right. Okay. All right, here we go.
We all did fun.
Okay. Everyone is excited about the OJ song. Do you guys need any echo on you, like this?
Yeah, please, plenty of echo. Yeah, this would be good.
Okay, good.
Are we really doing this? Here we go.
We're gonna try it.
1, 2, 3.
Really so guilty, we can't free OJ. Really so guilty, we can't free OJ. Let's string 'em up, 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 hey up, let's string 'em 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 up. In a jail cell, a tiny jail cell, OJ can't sleep tonight. No white women, he'll use his left hand, and then he'll use his right. On the sidewalk, the bloody sidewalk, the OJ sliced his wife. He was crouching and he'll be slouching with his 12-inch knife. O.J. We can't free O.J. We know he knifed him, he really sliced him, and we must make him pay. He beat and stalked her as others corked her, though most blacks say no way. Ronald Goldman and Nicole Simpson sleep in the ground tonight. We should beat you and let dogs eat you, for what you did's not right. We can't free O.J. We can't free O.J. Play it for me. Like a turkey, O.J. that jerky carved up his young white wife. Annihilate him, 'cause we all hate him. With glee we'll end his life. He just keeps lying, but no one's buying. His word was everywhere. Don't let him off, chop his limbs off, set fire to his hair. We can't free O.J. We can't free O.J. Whoa, whoa, we can't free O.J. We can't free O.J. Let's string him up.
Wow.
The views expressed in this parody are not necessarily those of the members of the Tokens.
Right, absolutely not.
Some of the members of the Tokens.
Some of the members of the Tokens. Wow, let's string them up. Wow, the Tokens. Outdid yourselves. I'm telling you, Disney will release that now. I'm telling you.
Right away.
Immediately.
Make a few dollars, maybe, finally.
Well, I think that's the ultimate O.J. parody.
Well, it's certainly the most vicious.
It really is.
Can't believe you made us do that.
I bet you the audience is wild for it. Let's get some reviews on the phone.
Uh-oh.
The Tokens with their new aggressive attitude. I like it.
Look at it. Yeah, get down.
Did you enjoy the new O.J. parody?
I like Dock of the Bay better, Howard. You didn't play any of it.
Dock of the... Oh, get out of here. How dare you. That's the guy who wrote Dock of the Bay. Worst thing I ever heard. Unbelievable.
How could he say that one was better?
Did you like the new O.J. parody?
Loved it. It's fantastic.
The Tokens are back.
Hear it back.
Again and once more.
Fantastic, Howard.
Well, very good. Thank you.
Sure. Bye-bye.
How did you like the Tokens parody?
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, this is the big comeback for the Tokens. Now they're doing O.J. parody. This is going to put them on the top. Very good. Thank you. Obviously, the reviews are in, and the Tokens have scored once again.
All right.
But thank you, guys. That was really nice.
Thank you.
The Tokens, of course, back with a brand new album. Oldies are now, and it's available at record stores everywhere. The Tokens will be performing at the AKA Club at 77th West Houston Street at 7:30 Wednesday, August 3rd. And the Tokens will be signing records at Downstairs Records in Manhattan at 12 today. And also they'll be signing records at Ed Debevic's in Beverly Hills?
Ed Debevic's
in Beverly Hills on August 6th.
Yeah, big record party there.
Oh, yeah, from 7 to 10 p.m.
Huge record party sponsored by radio stations and record stores and everything.
And the Tokens will be signing records at J&R Music World. That's, what is that? In front of City Hall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
They
that's
have a J&R Music World in front of City Hall?
I guess signing at J&R Music World from City Hall.
It's right next to City Hall. It's a huge location.
Yeah, I don't know.
Down near the Brooklyn Bridge.
The plugs are written out in code. I can't make it out for the life of me.
Yeah, I have a master's degree in English. That's the best I could do.
And you wrote that out, huh? I'm going to smack you around. And isn't it ironic that tokens now can't afford a token? I had to give them subway money to get here.
That's right. Yeah, you got that right.
I can't believe it.
Got that right.
Let's hope things go well where you'll start to realize some of the money from your great hit song.
Thank you.
Oh, what a,
all right.
What a
We bought some stuff for everybody.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. If I get my brother to bring it in from the warehouse.
Better you keep it because you might need it more than me.
You don't have to give us anything.
Not for your girl.
Families.
We got some.
And the girls.
Oh, really?
They might enjoy it.
What did you bring?
We brought we brought CDs, and we brought T-shirts.
Well, of course. That's what we need. I don't get enough of those.
And neither do we.
Everybody has a T-shirt.
Got to do the merchandise.
You have to. Don't you know what happened is we would do shows, and people. T-shirts.
Well, of course. That's what we need. I don't get enough of those.
And neither do we.
Everybody has a T-shirt.
Got to do the merchandise.
You have to. Don't you know what happened is we would do shows, and people would say after the shows, you have CDs and T-shirts, and we say no, and they're very disappointed. So
right.
We kind of did
started doing it.
Pass them out. CDs for you.
So there's the new CD.
Hey, Howard.
How many of these shirts? Everybody.
Howard, would you like to meet the president of their record company?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Is that right?
This is Rusty, yes.
Rusty, what record company?
What record company is
BT Puppy.
Sorry?
BT Puppy Records and Lost Tribe Records.
BT Puppy. Wow, you guys got on BT Puppy, huh?
Yes.
Right.
Unbelievable. I don't know how you got on there, but good for you.
We own it.
It's our label.
I see.
We resurrected the old label.
What else is on BT Puppy or whatever?
This is the first release on the newly resurrected BT Puppy. But we are hoping to release a Lost Tokens album called Intercourse.
Yes, which we did in the 60s.
No,
and they didn't want to put it out because of the shock value of its name.
And there, of course.
We called an album Intercourse, and they wouldn't release it.
Yeah, well, you'd be right. You'd be very timely today.
Well, thank you. Now, which one of you guys is married to the president of this record company?
No.
Really? Well, certainly. You're not married?
Yes, I'm married.
Oh, you are? I figured as much. Your hot body can't go to waste, can it, my dear? You're on fire. You're a redhead that's on fire, aren't you?
You got it.
You are certainly on fire, I can tell that.
Is she on fire?
Oh, believe me. I wouldn't even want to touch her because the heat would burn my fingers.
Too hot.
That's right. All right. Very nice.
Thank you.
You know, this was an exciting day, wasn't it, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, there's more excitement on the way as we continue this party. Thank you. I play Billy's appearance on The Tonight Show. I wanted to play Kathy Lee Gifford and Frank Gifford getting sex advice from this guy, this Yenta.
This Gary Smalley guy that's
Yeah.
doing him now?
Yeah. I got to play you the tape of that.
I want to hear that. I haven't seen it. How did I miss it?
And then I want to play you the music to my TV show and ask what planet this music comes from.
What is it?
Right. And then
I thought they were going to change the opening.
We're working on it, please. Oh, you don't know what's going on, Robin.
Well, I know everybody was here yesterday.
Yeah, well, that was what, you got to have a meeting. Television, everything's a meeting, evidently. What I do is I call someone on the phone and I go, the opening isn't right. Then she calls someone else, and then he calls someone else, and then I call someone else, and finally everyone talks about it, and then they have a meeting.
Ah.
See,
that's how things work in TV?
That's how it works. That's evidently how it works on our TV. Well, I don't know if you really consider the E-Network TV.
Oh, well, it looks like TV. I mean, I've seen some TV that doesn't look like TV.
All right, then it's TV.
It looks like TV.
All right, that's all I care about. I even have a great tape of the Mad Russian interviewing Jerry Seinfeld.
You're kidding.
No, I have a lot of things to play for you, but let me take a phone call.
I'm always interested in Jerry Seinfeld tape.
Hey, and by the way, I said this yesterday. I was arguing with the guys during the commercial. I mean it. I would, when that caning kid, the kid who got caned in Singapore was on Larry King, I refused to watch because I'm sick of watching vandals on TV talking about, they didn't ask the kid
Why
once.
wouldn't you say criminals in general? I'm sick of criminals then capitalizing on their crime.
Right. Criminals. Yeah, criminals.
Yeah, criminals.
I wouldn't. I saw him. He was on there. He's telling his story. Now he's got a story.
We're supposed to feel sorry for him?
Yeah. The best thing ever happened to him, he got caned. I guarantee you he'll never spray paint a car.
Hand him a can of spray paint. See what he gets.
His hand will shake and he'll go into convulsions. And then Larry King sits there like it's okay.
What would he know?
Right. He doesn't know right from wrong anyway.
Yeah.
I could see a guy
who's suing a woman now to get his pants back.
Yeah, I mean, There's a guy who, you can see a guy getting one divorce, maybe 2 divorces. 27 divorces, I don't know.
And broken engagement. He's been engaged 5,000 times.
They should cane Larry King for his behavior.
He's engaged every other week.
And everyone wants to make these people who get caned famous. I say take this kid and beat him until he's a superstar. Until he's the most famous person in the world. More famous than Madonna.
Beat him until he stays off TV.
Right. Beat him famous. You want to be famous? I'll make you a superstar. Come here, I'll punch you in the eye. Super victim. Right. Let's take 2 or 3 phone calls. I got a great sexy letter from one of my fans that had a dream about me.
What's his name?
Did you say what's his name? You bastard.
Oh, joke.
This is from a woman, I'll have you know.
That was a good one.
Yeah. You're on the air.
Howard.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Howard, this is so strange. I just moved to Orlando, and I didn't know you were down here, but I knew if I flipped through the radio channels, I'd get you.
Well, you got me.
And there you are. But listen, I got a question for you. Do you have an 800 number down here? Because I'm calling New York right now.
Well, no.
There's no 800 number in Orlando?
Yeah, they're probably it's 1-800-52-STERN, and then you dial that number, and then you order my new videotape before it's taken. You know, someone came up to me yesterday and said, "Yeah, there is an 800 number. There isn't an 800 number in Orlando. What do they have? Well, there's obviously an Orlando line, though. There's a local Orlando line."
Yeah, there is
I think
an Orlando
I have
line.
to find out because on our sheet there's just a question mark. I'll have to call.
No, there's a regular local number this guy
Yeah, I have
can
to find
call.
out what it is, but it's not 800.
Yeah, we have an Orlando line. We'll go find out for you.
Hey, that's great. And you're doing an awesome job. How's the movie deal going?
Movie's going great. I'll tell you why it's going great, because I haven't heard from anybody. What happened is...
As long as they're not bothering you, things are good?
The movie studio buys your book, and they say, we're turning this into a movie. We'd like you to star in your film. I go, oh, great. And then they sit you down with the writer, and I work with the writer for a while, and I show him what I think is good, and I, talk about what happened in my life that I think would be entertaining on the screen.
Now, is the movie going to resemble the book at all?
Yes, there are scenes in the book from my childhood, like the young Howard. 20 to 30% of the movie is the young Howard, the middle Howard. Is the whole...
reason I asked that question because I was looking. I saw some stupid TV show the other day where they were interviewing the guy who wrote the book Forrest Gump.
Yes.
And the interviewer said, there's not much of your book in the movie.
Right.
And the guy who wrote the book said, look, if you want to put a book on the screen, you're going to need 6 hours.
Right.
You can't do that.
That's right.
So
and that's why the movie was good.
Basically what they did was they took the character and then they recreated.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. There's some scenes in my book that are really funny and play out well for film, but there has to be more to it. If you've read the book, if you've read my book, there's more to it. It's not really a movie. So what we've done is taken some poetic license and taken these stories of my youth, and it's me, but also you're going to, you're going to see some things in there that have nothing to do with the truth.
Okay. Well,
as
Howard,
I explained to my wife.
I'll tell you something. For Christmas, my mother gave me that book. My sister gave me that book. My dad gave me that book. And then my brother gave me that book. So I had 3 extra books to pass around. And then when I got back home with my girlfriend, I didn't get to read it because my girlfriend stole it from me.
Right. Well, there you go. Well, here's the Orlando request line, 1-800-443-1041. Anyway, someone saw the videotape yesterday, came up to me and said, gee, I thought it was going to be the New Year's show again. I had no idea. And he said to me, you ought to tell people that if you enjoy the E! show, you'll enjoy the new videotape, because the new videotape is us sitting around. It feels like the radio show, and we're sitting and talking and goofing around and then watching backstage footage together and all that stuff.
Excellent.
So it's got that, and it's got the poster, and it's going to be on sale for a couple more weeks, 1-800-52-STERN. But make sure to order it, because it will become a collector's item. Thank you.
Thanks, Howard.
All right. Want to hear my letter?
Yeah.
Dear Howard, this is pretty sexy. I get sexy letters. Nobody gives me their phone number, but... Dear Howard, I'm writing to you because I want to make a fantasy of mine come true. This past Saturday night, I finally had a very sexy romantic dream of you.
She'd been trying.
Yeah. We had dinner, drank a little white wine, and ended up in my black wrought iron canopy bed. Within no time, you had me in a very vulnerable position with black leather bondage bracelets on each of my wrists that were connected to a matching collar by thin silver chains. Oh, I love this.
Wait a minute. I got to get the picture now. She's got bracelets on.
She's laying on the bed. She's like Wonder Woman.
Collar?
Here. She's got a metal bed.
Yeah.
Wrought iron. She's got bondage bracelets on each of her wrists.
Yes.
She has a collar.
And where's everything attached?
The wrists are connected by a thin silver chain to the collar. Her wrists are connected to her neck.
So she's like this.
Right. She's vulnerable, you understand? And all she's wearing is a black velvet thong and high-heeled shiny patent leather pants. Patent leather shoes. Those are lace-up ankle boots. Those little bootlets with the little white socks that I like.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Isn't that great? My luck, she has 4 chins, but supposedly she's hot. She describes herself. Hold on.
All right.
You were very gentle with me, but also very demanding. Gentle but demanding. And you were especially skilled at teasing me. And you made sure to let me know that I was deserving of this delicious torture you kept giving me. She had an orgasm in her sleep. Oh, what's so funny?
Well, that's about the only place you would get one.
Yeah, that's where I get mine. She goes, I know I did because it felt so good that it actually woke me up, unfortunately. Now I know that you are a very happily married man, Howard, so I know this particular fantasy could never become reality. But please, if you would allow me to visit the studio for a little innocent fun. I'm 6 feet tall. I weigh 155 pounds, which I'm told is perfect for my height. 6 feet. 100.
That's a lot to spread over.
Right, yeah, that's 155 sounds right for 6 feet. Oh, wait, she sent the picture.
Oh, you never saw the picture?
No, I Baba Booey you.
Is he holding that back from you?
The picture I sent of me is with red hair, but right now I have these gorgeous waist-length braids in dark brown with some purple ones here and there. My eyes are light amber, and I have light skin with decent tan lines. My measurements are 36C, 2638. I'm very attractive, voluptuous, healthy 26-year-old. I also happen to be bisexual. I am admittedly obsessed with your looks and your sexy voice that you put on when you get girls on the phone that you like. I'm also insane over tall men. I think you are so cute. You are extremely hot, and I'm dying to see you in person. July 30th, I would absolutely love to be in the same room with you as a birthday gift. I'll do whatever it takes.
Did she say July 30th?
Here's a number. Yeah.
Oh, you missed her birthday.
I did. Damn. What's wrong with me? Is there any way to get into your busy schedule? Please call me. Oh, here's her number.
You don't know anything. You didn't know about the picture?
I don't know how to read is my problem.
There was no number.
P.S. My good leg is really shapely. Okay, let's call.
I have one perfect leg.
Oh, listen, she says, I know that you may not be able to arrange this for me by the 30th, but even if it's belated, I don't care. I promise to show you how grateful I'll be. Want me to call?
Why not? Give the girl a treat. It's her birthday.
Yeah, then we got to do news. Quick call, and then we got to do news. Quick call, then we got to do news. Quick call, then we got to do news. Now, let's get her down here.
Stop talking. You won't be able to dial correctly.
Wait a second, I can't read this number. Hey, can anybody make out this number? Oh, I hope this is right. I can't make out this number.
Oh, boy. Would somebody help him?
It's a
beeper.
No, this can't be right. Maybe that's a 2. Hey, what do you think this number is? Somebody come over here. I can't really see it. Is it an 8? Is it a 2? What do you think that is? Can't lose this girl's number.
Whoops. Which one?
This one.
The last one's a 5.
No, 2 back. Right there, next to the 9.
2.
That's a 2?
Yeah.
What did you dial?
3. That's a 2?
It's a 2.
All right.
It's a 2.
So you do one thing. Let's see if you were right. You're drunk.
Engineering for number.
2.
2. All right. 2.
Here, I'm dialing a 2.
2.
You'd think she'd write more clearly if she wanted you to call.
I'll call her Miss X.
Hello?
Hey, it's Howard Stern. Come on the air with me.
Okay.
All right. Sounds like a guy. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, it's Howard Stern. I got your letter.
What?
I got your letter.
You did.
Yeah. Do you want? I can't call you by your real name, huh?
You can call me anything you want.
Can I call you
Mimi.
Mimi?
Sure.
Can I call you Brown Sugar?
Yes. You were even lucky enough to get both me and my roommate.
Oh, you both on?
Yeah.
Ooh, you
What's
weren't.
that all about?
You weren't kidding about the bisexual thing, huh?
No, I'm not.
Hey, lower the radio.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, I hit the jackpot with these two.
You haven't even said more than hello.
Hey, Howie.
Right now,
Good morning.
Lisa, you're the girl who wrote me the letter?
Yes.
And what's your roommate's first name?
Kelly.
Lisa and Kelly.
Yeah.
You're both 26?
Kelly's a little older.
Like 28?
Sure.
No, how old?
45.
No. Unfortunately, I'm 30.
Oh, that's no big deal. Are you Lisa, you sound really hot.
Howard, I am so in love with you. You have no idea.
Really? How did this happen?
I am so hot over Howard. I'm
so aroused.
I've got a guy that I've been seeing for like 5 years off and on too.
Yeah.
He looks so much like you. You wouldn't believe it. Everybody tells him he looks like Howard Stern.
Yeah, figures. Now
So
all of a
you're
sudden.
sleeping with him and pretending he's Howard.
Oh, that's wrong. You should be with the real thing. You're 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
And you got a really good body? I mean, 155 always scares me no matter how tall you are.
No, I carry it very well.
You don't have any rolls of belly fat or anything?
No, I've got a cute tummy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what, do you want to come in here and get a little physical with me?
I would love to come in there. I want to watch.
Have you two been getting it on?
No.
Have you ever?
Is Kelly by?
Well, she told me that she was ready.
Oh, really?
Yes. She told me she was ready. She wants
Anybody else aroused or ready?
When they both answered the phone, that did it for me.
Yeah, I'm aroused. I'm sitting here aroused. I am so horny.
It's
I'm 40.
so easy.
How can I be so horny at this age?
I don't know.
Well,
you just never have grown up.
Yeah,
You're so immature.
I just heard her voice, and I got a little bit aroused. And then when she said, well, it's me and my roommate, and then boing.
You know why? 'Cause it sounded, I didn't realize they were both on different phones. It sounded like they must have been lying
In the
on
bed
top of
together.
each other.
Yeah, right. They were naked.
Whatever works. Whatever
So what are you
works.
two? You girls are just sharing an apartment?
Yeah.
And what do you look like, Kelly? How tall are you?
Oh, me? I'm, 5'5"?
How much you weigh?
I weigh 112.
Oh, so you got a hot body too, huh?
She's got a really hot body. She's got a really hot body.
And how big are your breasts?
I could use a boob job.
What are you, B?
Huh? She's a little thing. We're opposite, so it's like you've got the best of both worlds. She's one end of the scale, and I'm the other. We go out and we just.
See, if I was single, I'd just come over. I'd fly out to L.A. this weekend and hang with you girls for the weekend.
Oh my God.
And we would just have sex the whole weekend.
Oh my God. You're
See, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like Johnny Appleseed.
You're married.
Dropping my Appleseed all over the...
All over California.
Yeah. Are you girls models?
What?
Are you girls models or actresses?
We probably could, but we're like little career girls. We live double lives,
Right.
We go to the office all day and we rage on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah. We just did.
And you get it on with girls and stuff?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
And how come you haven't gotten it on with Kelly yet?
Well, she's not my type. Yeah, I'm not her type and she's not mine.
She said she's ready.
She's ready for her type.
Yeah, she's ready for her type. She wants to go and find a really hot girl and, do whatever happens.
Well, what's your type?
My type? I like the supermodel type girls,
And you get them?
Well, I've only been with one girl, and it was really, really hot. She said I was extremely good.
And
I did.
When did you do this?
This was a couple months back. It's fairly recent, so I'm
A couple of months back, you had your first lesbian experience with a supermodel?
No, her name is Jennifer. She's more down to earth, and she's really, really sexy.
Where'd you meet her, in a lesbian club?
No, I met her over a 900 number.
Wait a second, let me get this straight. You called a lesbian 900 number?
Yeah.
And you were just talking to her on like one of those group lines?
No, it wasn't even a group line. It was a one-on-one. You know, I put my name on a date line, and she called me, and I called her back, and we got a.
God, you're so picky. I don't know if I could deal with you. I'm being sarcastic. So you call up this date line.
Right.
And you describe yourself.
Yeah.
And that dream you had about me is really true?
It is true. It's every little bit of it is true.
And you climaxed in your sleep?
I think I did.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude. Dude.
Climax.
No way. I can't believe he's on the phone with me.
Oh, I am, baby. You write a letter like that, you're Howie's there every time.
Oh, by the way, you should say happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. It is now.
I know I'm a little late. How soon are you going to get down here?
As soon as my boss flies me to New York.
You told me you were going to fly to New York as soon as I called.
Great, fine, I will.
So when are you coming?
Coming right now.
Come on, when are you coming to New York?
You know what? I'm going to go into the office today. I'm going to proposition him big time.
All right, let me get this straight. You call up a 900 line, and the girl describes herself how?
She said that she was, well, I think she's like 5'6", and long, straight, brown hair, big brown eyes.
What did she look? Did she look like anyone famous?
She looks like Sandra Bullock, exactly.
Oh, she's hot. The one in Speed?
Yeah, I swear to God, she looks just like Sandra Bullock. with really nice boobs. She's got really nice
What is
boobs.
she, a B cup?
No, she's a C.
Oh.
Really sexy girl. She's really sexy.
And why don't you and Kelly kiss each other? First lesbian kiss for Kelly right now on my show.
No, I've kissed before.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Everybody's doing everything.
I don't understand it.
Did you two ever kiss?
This is a fantasy.
Have you two ever kissed?
No.
No,
Come on, why don't you do that right now for me? And Fred, you kiss Billy while they're kissing.
But we just woke up. We haven't brushed our teeth yet.
That's all right. Big deal. Girls, go. Kelly, get into bed with Lisa.
Kelly, come into my room.
All right.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay. I'm going to orchestrate
You
here.
are something else. You're just quite an operator.
This is how I was at Fred's bachelor party. I had three girls kissing at once.
Setting it up.
I got to go over to Scores today. Girls, are you in the same room now?
Hold on, she's coming. Oh my God, she doesn't have anything on.
She's naked?
She doesn't. She's got this white shirt on and nothing on underneath it.
No panties?
She just, yeah. Okay, wait.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing this. I'm wearing like pink panties and a white little half T-shirt.
Oh, pink panties, half belly shirt.
Yeah.
Belly shirt.
Belly shirt.
Oh, you're wearing belly shirt and.
Hold on. Okay. I've got this great bed too. I've got this big.
Are you guys cuddling now?
No, she's okay. Now she's in bed with me.
All right. So put the phone near your lips and start like kissing and stuff, and like
This is gonna be hard
with your
to
tongue.
do, Howard.
What? Kiss and like make your knuckles disappear.
What?
I don't know. I'm just blabbering. Go ahead, just kiss each other. Let me hear it.
I'm nervous.
Tell me when you're gonna. Kelly, are you nervous?
Hold on. She's got to be able to hear you. We don't have a
No,
speakerphone.
just say, Kelly, are you nervous?
Are you nervous, Kelly?
Huh?
Are you nervous?
No.
She's not nervous. She's older than me. She's probably more experienced than I am.
All right, are you holding each other?
We're like laying really close together.
Are you getting excited?
Yes.
All right. Lean over and start kissing her so I can hear. But let me hear the kisses. And kiss her on the lips.
How am I going to put this phone?
Just put it near the mouth so I can hear.
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
Okay, Kelly, I'm going to kiss you now.
Ick.
Ick is not a sound I want to hear. Did you do it?
Yes.
How was it? Are you crying or are you happy?
It's the most wonderful day of our life.
We're cracking up.
Was it good? Ask her if she liked it.
Oh, Howard, I'm going to have to call you with my girlfriend, I think.
Why? Are you getting excited?
Yes.
And what about Kelly?
Well, yeah, I think she's probably...
Tell Howard to set me up with a really good-looking chick.
Well,
what's wrong with you, Lisa? You're not good-looking?
Well, we've been friends for so long.
Yeah, but that didn't sound so friendly to me. Let me talk to Kelly.
Okay, hold on. Hey.
Did you dig it?
Well, it was Lisa.
Big deal. But you're laying there naked and someone's kissing you.
I know, but still, it's kind of like, she's my roommate and everything.
All right, let me talk to Lisa.
Okay.
The girls aren't like guys.
Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
You want her bad. It's just that she's not attracted to you, right?
Dude, I'm not attracted to her.
All right.
Yeah. So what I was telling.
Can't you just put a bag over her head and continue this?
No.
That's what I would do.
But since you could set me up probably with someone.
So when you called
really
in that 900, let me ask you something.
This is Kelly.
No, let me speak to Lisa.
Oh, okay. Bag over my head.
Yeah. Let me speak to Lisa.
I don't think so.
Let me speak to Lisa.
Okay. Howard?
Yeah.
I think she wants like a lesbian dial-a-date.
Yeah, well, who cares about her? I'm interested in you. You're the one who likes me. She's a little too picky.
You need a girl who's less selective.
Yeah, because you would get it on with her, but she won't get it on with you.
That's probably true.
Yeah. Why won't she get it on with you? You look good, though, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, obviously you didn't turn her on, though, with that kiss.
No, we're not each other's type.
So when you call that 900 number, right?
Uh-huh.
So you two start talking for a long time, and then does she tell you what she's wearing and all that?
Yeah, we really got pretty explicit.
You had phone sex?
Yeah.
And then you said, let's meet?
Yeah, we met at a club.
So you go to this club, and in walks this girl, and what is she wearing?
She was wearing cut-off jean shorts.
Oh, with the butt cheeks sticking out?
I don't know if they were sticking out, but she's got a really nice booty. Really nice.
But she had real short shorts.
Yeah. And she has really tan legs and like little white socks with those little work boots, those little cute work boots.
Yeah. I love that.
So she looked little,
And what was she wearing for a shirt?
She was wearing like a sleeveless, like little flannel shirt that was really low cut and tied at the waist.
Whoa, like a belly shirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Real cute girl.
Oh, you're in pain.
And so you two meet, and she recognized you right away?
Yeah, I think she liked what she saw because her face kind of lit up a bit.
And you're 6 feet tall. You're not built like a fullback, are you?
No, not at all. No.
So all of a sudden you start talking at the bar. How soon do you start kissing and making out at the bar?
Oh, well, we didn't do it at the bar. We did it at our apartment.
Whose apartment? Yours?
Her apartment.
She lived nearby?
She lives in North Hollywood.
So you go. So she says, "Let's go to my apartment."
Uh-huh.
And did you know what it was for?
Well, yeah. I mean,
and she knew what it was for too, right? It was like, hey, let's
they
go.
met on a sex phone line.
Yeah, it was like, hey, let's just go back to the apartment and have sex.
Well, it was understood. Let's put it.
It was understood. So you go into the apartment, and what are you wearing?
I was wearing velvet hot pants.
Hot pants?
And I was wearing fishnets.
Ooh,
and
like a hooker.
No. This is like club wear. You have to understand.
All right.
Like that L.A. club.
Oh, like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm Mr. Club.
No. I mean, I don't normally dress like that. I go to.
Okay. And what shoes were you wearing?
I was wearing white socks and like black patent leather Doc Martens. Believe it or not.
And what shirt?
And I was wearing a pirate blouse with like a black bra underneath that you could see.
Yeah, you could see the bra.
Yeah, I like to do that.
I like that too.
Yeah. You're so easy to
6
please.
feet tall in velvet hot pants. Get me a sponge.
I love you. I do.
So do I. Maybe I love you, and that's the problem.
I love you.
I love you. I love your sense of adventure.
Thank you.
And you're the right age, too.
Yeah. I started to feel a little self-conscious this weekend. But
about what?
About my birthday.
Oh, big deal.
But,
How do you think I feel?
I don't know how you feel.
Once you get to know me a little bit.
But
when you get here, you'll know exactly how I feel. Right now, I'm 32.
Okay, if you say so.
All right, so let me hear this. So you get into her apartment.
Yes.
She's wearing hot pants, little short shorts, and a tied-off shirt.
Yeah.
And then, what happens? She turns around and puts a move on you?
I was so nervous, and
So you'd done this before, you hadn't?
Yeah, she was experienced.
Right. So what did she do? She gets you in a tub or something? What did she do?
She's so much taller.
Oh, it didn't matter. We were on the couch.
You were on the couch? You
Yeah,
sat down on the couch?
We were sitting down.
And did she bring over drinks, some cocktails?
We had many, many beers before we did anything.
You're just sitting, you're drinking beers and talking.
Oh, yeah, I was so nervous.
Many beers.
And you were talking and talking, and you got less and less nervous.
Yeah.
But you were shaking a little bit?
I was definitely shaking.
Like you felt kind of chilly and you couldn't control your hands shaking and all that?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I get with girls,
Even
too.
with many beers.
Even with many beers you were shaking?
Many beers, I was still shaking.
And then all of a sudden, and your breath reeked because when you get nervous...
No.
When you get nervous like that, your breath starts to smell.
I don't get beer breath.
All right, so then you start drinking and everything. How many beers are in you now?
At least like 6 or 7.
Any tequila?
No tequila that night.
All right, and then all of a sudden, what happened? She leans over?
Well, she says, you know what? She says, our boyfriends are never going to believe that we did anything unless we do it, so we better do it right now. It's getting really late. And I said, okay, what do you want to do? And she said, well, come here. And she just,
She started kissing you?
yeah, we started kissing, and she kissed really good.
Wow.
Really good. And it was so...
I just got to really work on myself. Hey, get the cameras off. I got to... Yeah, go ahead, yeah. Usually I can rub up against this piece of wood here, but I realize the camera's on me. Usually I'm like... Yeah, so she starts kissing you, yeah, and then like...
It was so soft. It was so much different than being with a man. It was
That's why I like girls.
Because when you kiss a man, it's not the same.
Well, Fred's very soft, I should say that.
It's nice, but it was so soft. I just kept thinking how soft it was.
And then your bodies pressed against each other?
Yeah, it was...
And then who disrobed who? Did you disrobe her?
Yeah.
You ripped her clothes off or you slowly undressed
No,
her?
I unbuttoned her top and...
Oh, man. And then when she unbuttoned your top, were you getting crazy?
It's funny because we had the same kind of... We were the same size and everything.
Same body?
Yeah.
So it like matched up perfect?
Yeah.
And then you did everything to each other?
We did.
And did you have any toys and stuff?
No, but we've been talking about that a lot lately.
Oh, so you've been with her a bunch of times.
We've been together about 6 times.
Do you guys ever go out together on clubs and stuff, and guys are all like looking at you, like you dance together and stuff?
We've been thinking about that lately too. We want to go to an all lifestyle bar, and
all
maybe,
lifestyle.
What's that?
I don't know. I think it's like the Star Wars bar. You see all kinds of things. All right, listen, you got to get over here.
I'd love to.
All right, so I'll put you on hold. Gary will arrange for you to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
So fly in tonight, okay?
Please, she'll never be here.
No, you got to be here tomorrow.
I will do everything in my power to be there.
So we can party.
Yes, I'd love to party with you.
And if you want to bring your roommate, Jackie's pretty horny.
You.
All right. Do me a favor, get here tomorrow. Start walking now because I have no budget.
Well,
I can't fly.
no problem.
Yeah. Just make you thinner.
I'll crawl.
All right, okay. Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Howard.
Hold on.
Okay.
What happened to the picture? You never got to see it.
I don't know. I got it buried in this. I got this stack of papers.
Talking to her?
Well, I saved the letter, so she must be hot. I must have seen the picture and, done something with it.
Oh, you just can't remember?
Let me see. Hey, Lisa, it's Howard again.
I don't remember what
Hey,
I was
Lisa.
wearing in it.
Lisa,
Yeah.
it's Howard again.
Hi.
You sent me a picture of yourself. What were you wearing in it?
I think I was wearing, it's a really cute picture. I'm just wearing a black jacket and black undies, and that's it.
Where the hell is the picture? I got a thing of papers here. I can't find it.
I'm sorry.
All right, hold on. Gary, where's the picture? Do you have it?
No, I must have. Usually what happens in a situation like this is I show it to you, and either it goes on the back of the door or you just throw it in the garbage.
No, I didn't throw this one. No, I didn't throw this. I put you on the back of the door. I got to go look through that
The
now.
odds of her being on the back of the door with clothes.
You know what? If you can't find it, I will FedEx you a picture today.
Can you FedEx it here so I have it? Okay, very good. All right, hold on, please.
Okay.
Gary, look for that important FedEx. And don't lose it.
FedEx.
All right, I have to now, Robin, prepare for the news portion of the program,
Easy down.
which I will go do.
Get some saltpeter.
Wow, this girl's hot. Touch this piece of paper, Fred. You'll burn your hand. Touch it.
That's her letter.
Right.
I'm surprised it even made it through the mail.
She is so horny.
Didn't just burn up.
It's very suspicious that you threw away the pictures.
No. You know what happens? I probably have it. Look at this. This is what I carry around with me. This is.
But you remember every picture, Howard. I can't believe that you don't remember this.
Hold it. I'll find it.
Oh, no.
It's in here somewhere.
Take a break and look.
All right. No, we got to do the news when we come back. If I take a break, I won't be able to look. lesbianism, everything going on.
All lifestyles club. I mean, the things you hear.
Oh, fantastic.
All lifestyles.
Kissing, people jumping into each other's roommates' beds.
Pirate blouses.
Pirate blouse, hot
Velvet
pants.
hot pants.
Velvet pirate
What,
blouse.
a meeting on the telephone?
Yeah.
900 numbers.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Alexander Graham Bell was thinking of.
Yeah.
Hello? You'll
He
do.
invented the
I know, I'll call a 900 number. I'll get a female Michael Moore.
Michael Moore in a bra.
Yeah, and a miracle bra. All right, I got to take a break, and we'll be back right after this. I was just listening to the OJ song. It's very good. Very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Tokens did a nice job, and I'm glad they got out of the house.
It was nice for them to have some place to go this morning.
Are you going to do that story in the news about why the subway smells? I just got to mention it. Let me do the lead story.
Go ahead, do that.
They brought in smell experts into the subway.
They don't know what people are doing down there?
Why do you think the subway smells?
Because people use it as a toilet.
You're absolutely right. Let me tell you something. Jackie didn't know it wasn't a toilet. They took a guy in, and what they detected is they actually have a machine, I guess, that detects. The number one stink is... Drumroll. Close.
Urine.
Urine.
Why do I know this? Why did they call me? How much do they pay these experts?
You don't know what else is in there. Wait till I tell you. You can't get rid of the smell of urine.
Why not?
Even by cleaning the floors and coating them with a special bacteria that's supposed to eat away the urine residue hiding in concrete pores.
Well, why don't people just stop going there?
Please. Because we have a third world mentality down in the subways now. People live there. Number 2 smell, grease and oil, of course. But that's understandable to lubricate the tracks and trains. The rest of the formula, feces, vomit, and Snapple.
Oh, stop.
No Snapple, of course. Feces, number 1 smell, urine. Oil, number 2. Number 3, feces, vomit, mold, human sweat.
Yes, there's a lot of that down there, too.
Rubber, fetid pools.
What's that?
Fetid pools of water.
Fetid pools.
Fetid pools of water. They should make the homeless lick this all clean.
Oh.
Can you believe it? And finally on the list, B.O. There's General B.O. No, B.O.
General B.O.
General B.O. You remember him? He was General Patton's ally.
Lieutenant Colonel and he was Colonel.
They invaded France accidentally.
General B.O.
Even the stuff that's supposed to help, like soap and detergent, becomes part of the brew. It's all part of the smell.
Yeah, it just adds to the stink.
And this expert, Lombard...
How much did he get paid? I want that money.
He did it for real. He just did it. You know, he uses his nose. He can tell exactly. He's one of these guys who smells perfumes or something. He says, this place smells like a gigantic toilet. The Transit Authority spends $2 million each year on cleaning materials, uses 1,500 employees to try to get the smell out of the station, but nothing seems to help. Well, of course not.
You know, I've been on subways in other countries. They don't smell like this.
Lombard says instead of smelling it, you can actually feel it. It leaps out of the corners of your mouth. Because this is what it looks like in Calcutta.
They don't have a subway there.
No, this is what the street looks like. This is where people urinate in the water, they defecate. We've allowed into this country an attitude. Not so much people, but an attitude.
Well, I will ask you this question again. Why is it that people always go to the lowest form of influence? I mean, you know, if you let people in of an unsavory nature, instead of influencing them to think of acting a little bit better, the people who are here act a little bit worse.
Because 50 years ago, when immigrants came to this country...
You're not going to explain this to me,
Yes,
are you?
I am. 50 years ago, because you were poor, you still took pride in what you had. If you had a subway, you took a pride in your lifestyle. You took a pride in New York. You had some pride in where you lived, even though it was a tenement. You would wash the walls and scrub and try to keep the roaches away.
You're still not going to answer my question.
And the people we have now have decided they're poor, they don't do it, they have no respect for anything.
I will submit to you that it's not only poor people.
Nah. It's poor, and it's these new immigrants.
I believe that Americans, people born here, are doing some of this stuff.
No. 50 years ago, these people were all here. Even poor people, but poor people, we would have smacked them in the head.
Something has changed. The people now, it's just
well, you
like
can't
I said,
tell a lot of these.
Instead of emulating smart people, we emulate stupid people.
You never see a guy in a tuxedo take a dump in the subway. It's always some bum. And I'm going to tell you something. A cop now can't even go up to a guy, especially a black bum. He can't go up to him and say, "Excuse me, don't make duty on the seat," because then he's a racist.
He's going to talk like that?
Yeah. Excuse me. Don't make it. If it was a white bum, you could say it to him. It's a whole thing going on.
Oh, that's your supposition. I don't know that happens.
Cops now have to carry toilet paper in their holsters. That's so they can help the homeless go to the bathroom. They've emasculated my police department.
All I know is that it really is sad to me. The other day...
You take Rodney King.
Wait a minute.
They catch him red-handed driving drunk. They smack him in the head and stomp on him. And now right away, the guy's a millionaire. That's why there's no decency.
Excuse me, I was about to make a point. Don't interrupt. The other day I was in a cab with a friend of mine and her 7-year-old daughter. You can't even look out the windows of a cab anymore because of what a poor child might see. You got to blindfold your children to take them anywhere in New York because as we were driving by Central Park...
So a man making a duty on the street.
A man just unzipped his pants, whipped it out, and went to the bathroom.
It sucks. Get the lesbians back on the phone. I need a little lightness in my life.
And the little girl looks at me and she says, "He's going to the bathroom." Oh, my goodness.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If it was a black guy, a white cop can't come up to him and tell him to stop.
Yeah, well, they should.
No, they can't.
What do you mean they can't?
Oh, boy. Oh, it's a racial incident.
So what? I mean, we got to clean this place.
Hey, you M.F. white man cop. Shut your mouth. I have to pee.
He's under arrest because we should have a law against insulting the cops as well.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can insult anybody now. Now it's your America. If you're from another planet, it's your America. Step right in here and pee all over the place.
Pee all over everything.
All right, go ahead. Do the news. What?
Didn't even hide.
No, this guy was right out in the open.
We would drive to the Chow Line Show on 34th Street across from Macy's in a snowstorm. You know how the city looks reasonably decent in the snow?
Because it hides everything. Yeah.
This guy had his butt turned to the road.
Making a duty.
I thought I was going to drive up. We laughed all the way.
It's not funny.
It is, though. All right, what is it, Baba Hohai? King of the Baba Hohai. What is it?
Well, it's just that Gorilla and I ride the subways a lot, so we've seen...
You've seen We've
seen people do this like crazy. I told you about the guy a couple of Halloweens ago. There was a guy asleep on the bench, and he just got up and...
These are my favorite stories.
And took... I don't know how to say it. He just got up and started to go to the bathroom.
Make a duty.
Make a number one.
Number one on what?
On the bench that he was on...
He was sitting
I don't mean a bench near the subway. I'm talking about inside the subway.
Inside the subway, the seats.
It was moving. And this guy walked over to him. And
did he get any on you?
Well, this guy walked over, and he grabbed him by the shoulder. See, it was a black guy, so all the white people were afraid to say something.
Right, of course.
So there was a black guy on the train, and he walked over to him, and he goes, you better not do that.
That's okay if another black guy says
it. And so while he started to go, and then he turned around to the guy that was yelling at him, and he was like, huh? Because he was so adamant, he didn't even understand what was going on.
He didn't know he wasn't in a bathroom.
Went to the bathroom all over the bench.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. These filthy, stinking homeless, I don't feel bad for them. You know, we got so many screaming, liberal jerks who don't even see that the city is decaying. And they must live in the suburbs. I wish these liberal jerks would get pee all over them.
Well, Gorilla has a story.
Let me tell you something. These guys, they act like
they're a liberal jerk. I think somebody peed on him.
If you throw a homeless off a train, there are people, I guess ACLU or something, that get upset. Because
they go to court and have them put back on the train.
Yeah, FCC they're not worried about. They're worried about guys peeing on seats. Listen, forget about it. There's no humanity left.
But you understand that one homeless person...
It's not humanity, it's dignity.
Dignity. That's the word.
One homeless person on a train takes up 30 seats.
Yeah.
Because you can't sit anywhere near them.
They get the whole car.
They get the whole car because it smells so bad.
Exactly.
And no one wants these people thrown off? Come on, give me a break.
Now, Gorilla has a story about somebody that's not homeless.
This lady was there with her 2 grandkids.
My grandmother.
And she's standing there. It's like pretty...
White lady, black lady?
It was a black lady.
Yes.
And the 2 grandkids are sitting right there. She turns... dropped her pants right there. I swear on my mother. Swear on my mother.
Yeah.
She dropped her pants right there on the subway platform and started to urinate. Now, out of just sheer shock, I looked over my shoulder, and as she urinated, she goes, "What the F are you looking at?" I said, "Nothing, lady, nothing."
Don't you be looking at me.
Yeah, that's
This is
it.
my bathroom. Don't you be looking at me.
Now tell me
Like,
that's
she was
a
like
fairy tale. You didn't hear. You didn't
I
see
swear
that.
on my
Did she wipe
mother.
her room?
How do you expect those kids? You gotta go. You gotta go.
How do I expect them to grow up very badly?
But the homeless guy.
I expect them to grow up to be doctors.
The homeless guy was laying there, like, and everybody's standing there.
Even he was grossed out.
He's passed out. Oh, there's another story. The guy's passed out on the platform floor, and everybody's watching him. All of a sudden, he wakes up, doesn't get up, unzips his pants, throws it to the side, urinates, and there's a puddle there, and then he starts playing with it, rolling his fingers in it like doing a figure eight.
You're kidding
I swear
me.
to God, he started doing
And
a
he is
figure
not
eight.
arrested. And he is not arrested.
No,
That's not against the law.
Didn't put it back in his pants, and just sat there and was like patting the puddle like this,
Really?
splashing it.
Oh, for God's sake!
See, I have 50 other stories.
It's a guy who should be shot. Tiny bubble. And everyone's like, "Oh well, we can't. We have to let them do this. They're mentally ill. Mentally ill. They're not mentally ill. You take that guy, and you
don't think he's mentally ill?
No, he's fine.
See, I have 50 other stories. They just don't take place in the
He's
subway.
an ingrate, is what he is.
An ingrate.
He can work.
Well, you hire him.
And by the way,
I'm not hiring.
you should warn people who go to the bathroom in the subway. There is a documented case. You could die if you urinate on the third rail because water is a conductant. There's a case of
Good.
right back out.
Let's pray that they die. Don't tell them. What are you giving away the secret for?
Well, have you
it's
seen
okay. Urinate on the third rail if you're homeless.
Now they have these new portable toilets or these public toilets that they've put back in.
Yeah.
You know, that you go in, you have to pay 25 cents or something, and you can go in there and stay for 20 minutes. Don't you think they're going to be somebody's home in a little
Robin, let me tell you something, Robin. You see, they gave these people a name. They call them homeless. Now, when you call somebody homeless, it's a very sad word. In other words, here's a guy. You don't have a home.
You think of somebody who just lost their house.
Right. These aren't guys who just lost their house. These are guys who don't want a house. We've tried to get these guys jobs. We give them jobs in car washes. They quit the next day. They're not homeless. They could give a hoot about a home.
We used to call them bums.
Right. They're bums. And we should continue to call them bums.
And, Robin, do you think that if a guy has a quarter in his hand, one of those guys, and it's a choice between...
If I lost my house, that's homeless.
If it's a choice between putting that quarter towards liquor or going to the bathroom, he's going to go to the bathroom in the subway and put it towards liquor.
Right. All right. What is it, Stutter?
I was just going to tell you a story.
You got a story now, too?
Yeah, who goes in park.
It was about him, though.
I got to take a break. I got to get through the news. I have a schedule.
All right. It was just
one of your stories could take hours with that stuttering of yours.
I was just looking at traffic.
Totally naked.
Yeah, so naked.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was so fun.
That is wrong.
Oh, where are we living? Who are we living among?
In fact, you know what? When you were on the Letterman show, right?
Yeah.
You come out that side entrance.
Yes.
So I was over there, and there's all the fans waiting there and everything. I go in there. This is where all the celebrities come in and out. It reeks of urine.
Yes.
I said, can't you do anything about this? She said, what are we going to do, be here all night and keep the homeless people away? They all go to the bathroom.
Right on the Letterman show. Right on Letterman's show.
Doorways are bathrooms.
There was that show that had like documented footage of people from hotels throwing water on the homeless from up in the.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You should pour water on the homeless as much as you can. If you are a person who has to live in this society, don't you understand? We can't hire enough police to sit and keep people from urinating in doorways.
But we can't take these people off the street either.
I know, and that's so stupid. Of course you can take them off the street. We can build there must be an island somewhere, like in Arkansas.
A barge.
And a barge. Like in Haiti, how we take them on a boat, you load them on a boat, and you stick them on an island. And let them live there, like Lord of the Flies, and beat each other up with coconuts. They got coconuts in Arkansas, right, Robin? Whatever they got there. God. It's a mess and a nightmare. It's a blight on our society. It's a blight. It is a blight. It is a group of people who are into lawlessness and shenanigans. And they're getting away with it. Years ago, you wouldn't have gotten away with this.
And they're smart too.
Years ago, they would have locked them up.
No, years ago, people would have been outraged.
Years ago, the police could arrest a guy. Now you can't arrest anyone.
You call the police, what are they going to do about
Rodney
a situation
King.
like that?
Rodney King, that freak. They should have taken him and thrown him in a river and drowned him. What, driving around drunk? The cops are too nice now. That's the problem. Dunk his head in the water a few times till he can't breathe. Imagine driving drunk, endangering everyone's children, and now the guy's a millionaire. The cops were too nice.
Only in America.
Wrap him up in a newspaper and drop him in Antarctica. That's what you do. You roll him into Antarctica so you can never see him again. You put him in a sleeping bag, one of those Sub-Zeros. Stick him in Antarctica. Let him fend for himself. Let him see what it's like to live somewhere rough. Now he's got $4 million. This isn't life. This is a Twilight Zone episode.
I hope so. When does this one end?
Never. Rod Serling died, thank God. He got away from this madness. Now he's living somewhere nice. 6 feet under. Homeless. Yeah, you give him a nice name, Homeless. Oh, the poor bastard lost his home. That poor bastard never even had a house. Never worked a day in his life. Creep.
His cardboard box got rained on.
Don't tell me there's something wrong with that guy. You know what's something wrong with me for not taking care of him and putting him in a river
did you
somewhere.
see the story in the paper today? One group says that welfare recipients get about $45,000 a year.
$45,000 a year.
From their benefits and the payments.
But I thought there was a limit.
That's more than the tokens made on that stupid record.
That's more than I make here.
Right.
So you'd have to work a long time to get as much as you get on welfare.
If I could get $45,000 for not working, I'd quit.
Rodney King has $4 million, and that group, the rock group, the Tokens, are broke.
Hey, Howard, you know what the homeless people do now?
I don't know if they're broke, but they could be.
They hang out by the ATM machine, so whenever you get money, they're right there.
I don't advocate killing the homeless. I don't advocate. You
just advocated killing Rodney King.
No, I advocated the police should have dunked him a few times in the river.
Till he couldn't breathe anymore.
All right, I wouldn't have been against it. I'm not against the death penalty for a drunk driver like that.
I would like a trial first.
I wouldn't. Trial costs too much money. The taxpayers can't afford it.
Oh, stop.
That's wrong. And Rodney King never even saw a day of jail time for driving drunk. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand the sympathy for this guy. I don't understand a jury awarding him millions of dollars. I don't get it. I could give a hoot about his rights. Where are my rights being considered?
You don't have any.
I don't. You know why? Because I'm half Jewish. That half always ruins me.
Well, in this report from some group called Change New York, they say that a typical recipient who is like a woman with 2 children, a single woman with 2 children, she receives non-taxable city, state, and federal benefits of $32,571. That's the equivalent of working and getting $44,900 annually before taxes.
Right.
Oh, my God.
You know, if Rodney King were to shoot someone, he'd be the governor of California. Do you know that?
Maybe president, depending on who he shot.
He would be the president of the United States. They would elect him right now. All right, I really have to rest.
Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong.
I have to rest.
What are we going to do?
Make Rodney King a millionaire. Next, they'll make O.J. King of Los Angeles. Another guy, another winner. All right, I'm going to take a break.
Why are you pointing out only black people, Howard? Is there something about...
Oh, yeah, and let me tell you something. These poor black women are doomed. I see every rich black guy, any guy who makes it, right away, they're with the white women.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3 with the white women.
I don't hear you say anything about LeVar Burton. I don't hear you say anything about Denzel
LeVar Burton, you're calling him successful? Hey, let me tell you something.
He's got a few bucks.
He's got a pair of glasses on him. He can't even see.
He's on PBS, Robin.
Let me tell you something.
He's on Star Trek.
These poor black women, this is why black people are doomed. A black guy makes it.
Here we go.
Come on, I'm letting it all hang out. A black
it's not true, though.
Is it? The black guy, let me tell you something. A black guy makes it.
What difference does it make who you
I watched that O.J. case. He's there with the... I see O.J.
I knew it. I knew you
were there with the white woman. Where is a black woman in his life? As soon as he made money, he dumped the black woman, went right off with the white girl.
He had some money when he
Robin,
was that
you know where you can see this documented, Howard?
Of course I'm right. Black women know it. Baba Booey knows he speaks sense, and you can't handle it.
Every week, all you have to do is pick up Sports Illustrated.
Of course.
They feature some athlete. They always do a feature on some athlete. Inevitably,
are those the only black people who are
I don't know, but you go to that one page where they show the family, and it's always some tall 7-foot guy with some 5-foot blonde
Oh, you
right.
Really gorgeous.
Of course.
Read something else besides Sports Illustrated.
Hey, they printed. It's not my fault.
No, I'm just saying that is not the only place you can see successful black people. Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, but this is famous black people.
Famous black people. You're talking about little ghetto kids who happen to be able to bounce a ball.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something. You can talk all you want. This is why black women, and black women should take this OJ. I see these black women screaming for OJ. Makes me want to puke. First of all, they should be for the woman who was abused and busy calling 911. Women should stick together a little bit when it comes to abuse. Forget about the race issue. Talk about the gender issue. There are women getting beaten up every 1 minute. I'm reading a report in the paper, beaten up every minute.
You know, and
these women are like, OJ is free. OJ got to be free.
I see that one of those women lawyers, Gloria Allred, has called Gil Garcetti and told him she wants a meeting with him now to say that OJ should get tried with the death penalty.
Of course.
Because black leaders met with him and said OJ shouldn't get the death penalty.
Black leaders. Those are some black leaders. Take all those black leaders and put them in Antarctica with a sleeping bag.
Give me jobs.
Give them jobs to go to work instead of preaching. That preaching is no job. Let them go to work every day. You won't be busy meeting people. Unbelievable. Telling you, you see it all through history. George Washington Carver. After he found the 200th use for the peanut, bingo. Dating a white woman.
Oh, he did not.
With a huge ass.
You are lying.
She had an ass the size of an elephant.
You're lying.
I'll bet you it's true. Look it up in the history book.
I'm going to look that up.
You never took black history. I did.
Now you're just making up
All right.
things.
Sidney Poitier. Gregory Hines.
Charles Barkley.
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. He's a black guy marrying a white
that's right. You never see that with the Chinks. The Chinks always marry other Chinks. Am I correct?
Stop it.
It's true. Of course.
Bruce Lee.
Wasn't
that his second wife?
That was an arranged marriage. All right, let's take a break. Everybody, obviously, everyone's heated up.
I mean, you can say that about any group, Howard.
All right.
Just calm yourself.
The black women are doomed, and they don't know it.
Black men are doomed.
Every black guy.
Everybody's doomed, according to you, except you.
Black women are doomed, and they know I'm right.
They need men to save them?
That's right, because there's no family unit.
On you.
Yeah, they need a couple of good
babies by men who won't marry. You won't have a family.
They need a couple of good black brothers to say, "Hey, I'm staying with a black woman. We're going to create a nice
why don't you ever
family.
mention them? You won't mention them.
I don't know any.
I just told you, LeVar Burton, Denzel Washington.
I heard about his marriage on Barbara Walters. Well, I had a few indiscretions.
Yeah, but he's still with his wife.
What do you want?
Everybody makes mistakes.
Do you want to talk to a black guy who says your hatred for blacks is now coming out?
No. Hey, let me tell you something, pal. That's my love of the black man. I was raised amongst the black people.
And you notice he got away as soon as he could.
And let me tell you something. You're damn right I did. And let me tell you something. Black women are doomed, and if my black brother on the phone cannot admit it...
Every black woman since you care about him so much.
What color is your wife, sir?
That's not important.
What color is your wife?
White woman.
What color is your wife?
She's
All right. I rest my case.
I gotta go.
Goodbye. All right. That's the end of your
argument. You marry a black woman. You want to help black women? You marry one.
No. I'm not looking to help anyone. I don't help anybody. I know it. You want me to marry you, but I'm not doing it.
Please, don't give me that pleasure.
You will torture me. All right, let's take a break. Obviously, we're getting into an area here that a lot of people can't handle. No, I'm just trying to save humanity.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
If we leave it up to you.
We'll take a break. Everyone will be able to cool down, take a cool drink, and then we'll finish. We got to start the news. We'll finish the news, and then right after these words.
Election 94.
Oh, all right. Enough with that. Election 94. We got to get the show on the road here. Now it's Election 94. We're too late. I want to go buzz along here. I got plenty to say to Robin, and I can't say it because we're on a schedule. Go ahead, Robin.
Well, the story that I wanted to start with is another one of those stories where, once again, you see that the victims, law-abiding citizens, have no rights. A little girl over in New Jersey, 7-year-old Megan Kanka, found dead. Jackie, man, you just
Jackie, you're sick.
Right now.
You are sick.
They have arrested a known sex offender, Jesse Timendekis. Jesse Timendekis, who was 38 years old. He was living in the neighborhood with 2 other sex offenders.
Sure.
They were all roommates, met in jail.
There you go.
And nobody in the neighborhood knew
That they were sex offenders.
That they were there.
Oh, for God's sake! Hey, let me tell you something, Robin. It's out of control.
He lured Megan into his house on Friday by offering to show her a puppy. He then pulled the girl into a room, strangled her with his belt, and sexually assaulted her.
Isn't that great?
According to police.
And they won't kill this guy.
He admitted to trying to cover up his crime by wrapping a plastic bag over her head to keep blood from the carpet.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what I'm talking about. You got this Rodney King, now a millionaire, and from driving around drunk like that, and these people who defecate on the side of the street. Mm-hmm. If the cops were allowed to just take you see him defecating. It's clear he's doing it. You take him in the side of the subway there. You beat his head into the wall. He'll never do it again. You see, there's no fear anymore in our society. People are not afraid. Even these rapists, these child molesters, they go to jail for 7 years. They'll be out. They're not afraid.
Why should they get out? I keep telling you,
they will get out.
They are untreatable.
They will get out.
You cannot cure these people.
You cut off their schlongs. That's the end of them. Where is everybody? Everyone's worried about health care. Forget health care. You're not going to need health care. You're going to be dead.
They were dead.
You should make sex offenders wear funny hats.
And just imagine, these three guys decided it would be a good idea for them to live together. All three sex offenders. They had so much in common.
Right. That's just what we need. A frat
now
house.
Everyone in the neighborhood is saying, this guy used to give my kid stuffed animals. We had no idea we shouldn't allow our children to be around these people.
Whenever you see an adult male giving stuffed animals to kids, arrest him. Shoot him. You know what a sex offender does. You know what it is now? Even in the O.J. case, they got to prove he's guilty. Prove he's guilty. What proof do you want?
Well, you have to have a trial, Howard.
Smack him in the head, give him some sodium pentothal, and ask him, did you do it?
Now. In New York, they say it's almost impossible to alert a neighborhood when a sex offender is coming to live next door.
They can't track them. Can't put a low jack in them, huh?
No.
They got a little frat house over there, sex offenders. What's the name of that frat house? Lick a Little Thigh?
Oh. Please. It's just a sad story. And so preventable. But this little girl had to die.
Of course.
Because we
and no one will
do
care.
The right thing.
No one will care. Certainly not Jackie.
Speaking of O.J., there's now a report that the prosecutor is a racist. Her ex-mother-in-law.
What? That woman with the curly afro isn't racist? I thought she was black.
Her
What's her name?
ex-mother-in-law.
What's O.J.'s prosecutor?
Marcia Clark.
Marcia Clark is a racist?
Well, who knows? I'm just telling you what her mother-in-law says.
Yeah, what does she say?
She says that when Marcia was married to her son, Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby Clark, yeah.
That he had some black friends, and Marcia didn't want to have anything to do with them.
Really?
And Mom thinks it was because she just didn't like black people.
Well, then O.J.'s innocent.
She says she feels pity for O.J. having fallen into her hands because he just doesn't like him. Meanwhile, I see that the cop who found the crucial piece of evidence, the glove,
he's a racist
on the property of O.J., he is now thinking of suing O.J. and his defense team.
Good.
For defamation of character.
Of course.
And Oliver Stone, the great director of movies like 4th of July and JFK.
Racist.
He's not afraid to talk. He's not afraid to talk. Very few people in show business have been willing to give you any opinion at all on what
they're
they
afraid.
think of O.J.
Like with the Michael Jackson case. No one would comment on it.
Well, what director Oliver Stone says is that, look, the fact is, anybody who can cut through left tackle like he used to, you got to have an aggression demon. He says the pressure of being a minority is something to add in there. He says O.J. was always being so nice. He said, obviously, there was going to be a time that he cracked, and anybody who's gone through a divorce would be lying if they told you they didn't sometimes think of murder.
I think that this director, Oliver Stone, I think he's out to lunch.
He sees a conspiracy.
Yeah, Oswald killed Nicole Simpson. Listen to this guy. He's commenting, and none of it makes sense.
Jim Morrison.
These Hollywood actors are all such hypocrites. They all, you see half of these actresses, they come on, they're worried about children.
Yes.
And the welfare of children and child abuse.
Yeah, Sharon Stone, the most giving person on earth.
Yeah. But you never saw them comment on Michael Jackson. That case. Okay, they're worried about children. Nicole Simpson.
Big advocate.
Yeah, big advocate. Never commented. This is the woman. She's worried about children's rights. She was molested.
Always on Capitol Hill.
Wouldn't say a word. On Capitol Hill, but Michael Jackson's case, she won't say a word. When it came to O.J. Simpson, here's a battered woman, repeated calls to 911. The judge...
And now they're saying not 9 calls, Howard.
Yeah.
Maybe as many as 30.
All right, 30 phone calls. The woman was screaming for help. You don't see one of these actresses speaking out. Not one of them. The only one I saw was Garvey's wife.
Cindy.
Mahatma Garvey.
No, actually, I saw another actress speaking out, an actress who was beaten up by, she says, she claims she was beaten up by James Caan. So
right. Yeah. But you don't see any of the big ones. That Cher, she's a loudmouth. She's helping everyone. People who look like Elephant Man, she's helping him. She's helping all these kids.
And that's not a bad thing.
It's not bad. Just speak out. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Hollywood will turn on you? Who cares? Kiss my ass. You're all such rebels. So why don't you just speak out? I don't see any of them. That Oprah, big rebels. You only got $100 billion a year. She's afraid to speak out. Another hypocrite.
She sat in his living room.
Kiss my ass.
Well, speaking of Michael Jackson, everything's leading from one thing to another. He's married. Lisa Marie Presley issued a statement yesterday.
They ought to commit her.
My married name is Mrs. Lisa Marie Presley Jackson. Now that is funny, Jack.
Right. Now that's appropriate laugh, Jack.
My marriage to Michael Jackson took place in a private ceremony outside of the U.S. weeks ago. It was not formally announced until now for several reasons, foremost being that we are both very private people living in the glare of the public media. We both wanted a private marriage ceremony without the distractions of a media circus.
Listen, I don't know Lisa Marie Presley. I don't know the girl. I don't know if she's got a problem, if she doesn't have a problem. I don't know anything about
this morning you seem to know.
I'll tell you what I do know. When you become a Scientologist, things start happening that are wacky. Now she's married to the new Scientologist, Michael Jackson.
I am very much in love with Michael. I dedicate my life to being his wife.
All right, there you go, Jackie. Now you're learning.
I understand and support him. We both look forward to raising a family and living happy, health life together.
Happy, health life together.
We hope friends and fans will understand and respect our privacy.
I'm going to go over there today. I'm going to sign up to be a Scientologist, but first I'll check my brain at the door.
I don't understand this. They say the status of her marriage to Danny Keough is in question.
Of course. Who even knows if she's legally married? She got married in the Dominican Republic.
She filed for divorce last spring, but there's no evidence that the divorce has become final.
Marriage in the Dominican Republic. They jump over a chicken, I think. Jump over a broom's handle and a chicken. What is it?
I've only been able to figure out two things about this phone call. The guy's from West Africa, and he's mad at Robin about something, but I can't tell you what it is.
I'm sick of everyone talking about Robin.
I just can't figure it out.
What do you want, Voodoo Master?
No, Howard, I'm not mad about Robin. I'm not mad on Robin. I'm trying to explain something that was...
well, quickly, I don't have much time. I'm on a schedule.
There's a lady that badmouthed you.
What?
There's a lady that badmouthed you on NPR Saturday morning.
Oh, National Public Radio? She badmouthed me? Who was it?
The lady that is standing against Moynihan.
Who?
The Republican lady that is standing against Moynihan.
Moynihan?
Moynihan?
Moynihan.
Oh, Moynihan.
Yeah.
The Republican lady?
Yeah. She said she thinks you are disgusting and, you know...
Wait a second. What is he saying, Robin?
He's saying there's some woman who's a Republican and running against Moynihan was on NPR.
Capital Connection on NPR.
Are you talking about Bernadette Castro or whatever her name is?
I think that's her.
Bernadette Castro is a couch maker. She wants to be a senator. She's got a nerve. First of all, they ought to fix her hair up a little bit so she looks somewhat civil. I think, Castro, what is she, Fidel's sister? I don't know anything about her, but she makes couches. God bless. Senator Moynihan runs rings around her. The man's an intellectual. Who would even consider voting for Castro over Moynihan? Moynihan's a bright, articulate man. What about you? You got a white wife?
No.
Yeah, I'll put a few bucks in your pocket. We'll see.
Oh.
All right, very good.
Anyway, they say that together, the two of Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie will probably be worth about $300 million.
I think they go to the Scientology and they get a hold of Michael Jackson and he's all confused and I guess he starts confessing
Have
things.
you got proof that Scientology has grabbed Michael Jackson?
No.
Your best friend?
I have no proof.
You didn't talk to your buddy?
No. I have no proof that they grabbed him.
You didn't even know he was married. That's how much you know.
I didn't know anything about it. I'll admit that. But Scientology, I see what happens. They mate people. That's what I think happened. This is my guess. I don't have any proof. I'm not saying that's what happened.
But, of course, everybody sees this as a publicity ploy by Michael Jackson to improve his image. He had a lot of problems.
Of course.
With allegations about molestation of young boys last year and saw his career take quite a nosedive.
Anyone can see through this. Even Tom Chiasano.
Everybody knew that there was a marriage on the horizon.
Tom Chiasano said, I think this is a ploy. So if he figured it out.
Can figure it out. It must be.
Right. Him and his golf buddies figured that out. I got to take a short break, Robin.
Oh, dear.
Come back and we'll...
Well,
we'll wrap up when we get back. You have plenty of time there. Got another 3 seconds. All right, listen, Robin, let's take a break. We'll come back and talk some more news. If I have a client meeting today, I'm going to kill myself.
Well, let's hurry up and get you to it.
No, I don't think I do. If I do, I just want to kill myself. I got to hear about one more store. I go into these meetings, I want to kill myself.
I know, the greeting is the same every time. Howard, you have a client meeting today, and they're in the conference room waiting for you. Ugh.
Yeah, no day is a good day.
That's what you do every time.
I don't want to meet with the clients. I'm just stopping it.
And then you say, who is it? And then you hear the name, oh.
Yeah, it's like, foot fungal powder. Half of the meetings I have, I don't even see them on the air.
What is that?
Well, they have such hopes and high aspirations for me. Howard, we need you to talk about
Why
our
do you
product.
need to know so much about everything?
I know. Just write it down on a piece of paper and I'll read
People
it.
are spokespeople for things they don't know anything about, but
Yeah.
you have to know about every product.
When I don't know, some big celebrity had an insurance thing. You didn't know anything about it.
You think Susan Sullivan knows how that aspirin works?
Yeah. She goes, they study the aspirin before she does the commercial. Just give me a piece of paper and I'll read it. Well, what do you got there, Robin? You got a lot more news. Go ahead.
Well, Howard, I just wanted to tell you that the second Woodstock Festival, Woodstock wasn't so big, it was big enough for two. The Bethel Woodstock performance.
Bethel. You're not Jewish.
That was supposed to be going on August 12th through the 14th. That was the one with Richie Havens and Melanie and Judy Collins.
Lay it down.
Canned Heat and Big Mountain.
I know they canceled it. I like the guy, the promoter goes, I still hold out hopes because this is going to be a great concert. Is he hallucinating?
They only sold 1,600 tickets,
well,
and the guy had already laid out over $2 million.
Who was he thinking? Yeah, the guy laid out who is it that lays out? Why can't I meet these people so I can swindle them out of some money? $2 million for this.
Where'd the money go?
It wasn't even, the first Woodstock's having enough problems. They got Aerosmith. They can't get anyone to show up to that.
Right, they still have 100,000 tickets.
Yeah, they have 100,000 tickets, and they got some good groups there. Porno for Pyros, Aerosmith, I think Metallica. Yeah, I mean, they got some good bands. They're having their problems. Nobody wants to go a whole weekend and sit there in the mud. They want to sit in a hotel.
People have changed.
Yeah, people have changed. We sort of don't want to do that anymore. It's not that much fun.
I'm so glad. I mean, that's vindication for me because I wondered why all this was going on.
It's not. And this other Woodstock, so some guy goes, that's it, I'm having another Woodstock.
We'll have the old Woodstock, the real spirit
with
of Woodstock.
Richie Havens.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
I'm sorry for John Sebastian that he won't get to perform. But
yeah, I mean, and it was all the old codgers, old stock.
Sha-na-na.
Yeah, Sha-na-na. Like someone wants to see
Blood,
them.
Sweat, and Tears.
And the only
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, it was all the old bands that were originally at Woodstock. Oh my God! And someone backed this for $2 million. I would have taken
Sid Bernstein says he wants the town to give him a little more time because he hopes to pull out a miracle.
They can give him 3 years.
Make this happen.
A miracle is when
can do it.
A statue of Mary starts crying. That's a miracle. Not if someone could sell a Santana concert. Santana's drummer, by the way, is still playing that drum solo. He hasn't stopped. He's still up in Bethel. They got to wake up and read people's minds in these things. I sold my tent and bought an air conditioner a couple of years ago.
People started wearing tie-dye again does not mean they want to sit in the mud.
Sid Bernstein, give me some more time for a miracle. I'll give you until Christmas. How's that? You'll have your miracle. No one's going to go to that. No one wants to. And Richie Havens, great singer. He did a lot of good things. I like Richie.
Listen to him on his commercial.
Yeah.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
That's all I want to hear now.
You know,
all aboard Amtrak. All aboard Amtrak.
Yeah, is he going to do a medley of these things?
Oh, I'd pay to see that. You know, I wanted to give a special message to Sid Bernstein. Sid, try again at the 50th Woodstock anniversary. Then maybe everyone will want to see those people.
Rolling
Melanie.
Stones getting good reviews.
Wait, Melanie wants to say something, Robin.
Lay down.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was time for Melanie to come back. I'm sorry she won't be performing.
Where's the backstage buffet?
Rolling
That's
Stones.
right.
That's right.
Thank you, Melanie. Have you been eating too much?
That's right.
Could I go on?
Yes.
Rolling Stones getting good reviews on their opening night concert in Washington, D.C.
500-year-old men.
They said the concert became a sing-along when they started doing their old material.
An oldie show. That's all he wants with the oldies. They insist on doing some of this new voodoo material. Voodoo Lounge. 3,000-year-old men.
Roseanne is signed to do another 3 years with ABC after all of her whining, complaining, and threatening.
Yeah, ABC is terrible. They suck. They're the worst people. She signs for another 3 years. She's so full of it. Hypocrite. Why don't you quit? You so hate everyone so much.
Her per episode salary will exceed $450,000.
Yeah. That's plenty of food money. I hope Tom Arnold gets a big chunk of that.
And there's still a possibility that she could go hungry, even at that time.
Right. They're worried that she might run out of food.
I feel for her. Heidi Fleiss and her dad were in court yesterday, pleaded not guilty to a bunch of charges that they have tried to evade taxes.
I'm not a pro Heidi Fleiss, but why is this Mayflower Madam never prosecuted? Thank you.
Well, there are a lot of people also saying in Los Angeles, why is it they want Heidi and not the people who used her illegal business?
Right.
So they say, she keeps threatening to name names if she goes to trial. I say, take her. I want to hear.
Yeah, we love gossip. Dirty, filthy gossip.
The names are household.
Yeah, believe me.
Household knows.
So far, the name was Billy Idol. Billy Idol said, who cares? And no one did care. Billy Idol.
You got to come up with something better than that. And I think she's holding back the good one.
And Billy said he never paid.
No, he said he was just a friend.
A rock star. I have to pay for that.
I thought it was Tom Petty.
But it wasn't.
Your favorite TV personality, Michael Fay.
That's not my favorite TV.
The Cane Boy.
The guy from Baywatch is my favorite TV personality.
He's going to be on Dateline tonight, so that's another TV show.
That's good. Everyone watched the guy who got caned. He's a great citizen.
They say that Woody Allen, in page 6 today, very interesting, Woody Allen has ordered himself a tape of the movie Chicken Hawk, the documentary on the Man-Boy Love Association.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I have a few copies of that myself.
Woody's people say they don't know why he asked for the movie.
Hello, Woody.
You remember Woody made lots of news last year when he started dating his girlfriend's daughter.
Maybe he wants to compare notes with the Chicken Hawk film.
Yeah, he needs pointers or something.
Who knows? Well, she was of age, so technically.
They also say that Whoopi Goldberg has donated $37,500 to CARE for aid to the Rwandans.
That's good to see. I see Janet Jackson, black woman, Whoopi Goldberg, a black woman.
It's a little bit disconcerting, your constant harping.
It's good to see.
And vigilance. You're always watching the blacks.
I have to. No one else is watching. Only me.
You are like the black monitor.
I am. There better be no nonsense. Because I'll catch you.
That's so good to see.
Someone has to watch what's going on. It's good to see. Oprah's still sitting on that wallet, I bet. Time for her to fork over. Big sport.
Did you see in the page 6 today, big headline, Elle McPherson featured her husband, apparently ex-husband, for money, did an interview with some London tabloid where he talked about being with Elle and cheating on Elle. And
I'd like to read that.
All kinds of things. And he just points out the scenario that's most interesting to me is that he's a photographer.
Why would you cheat on her?
And just as you say, he actually admits to, really getting off on seeing these girls. And he said, she was running around in all these skimpy bathing suits when he was photographing her, and he'd get to see her change. So he'd get to see her naked while she was changing from one skimpy bathing suit to another.
Photography is a scam.
And getting all aroused while he's doing it.
If you're a loser and you want to get babes, good-looking babes, you become forget disc jockey, forget any of that. Photographer. I see these guys.
He couldn't even speak English, and she couldn't speak French, but that
made
didn't
no
stop
difference.
him. He was all over her.
Had sex with her.
And then he said he couldn't help himself. He cheated on her with another model. Why didn't she think he'd do the same thing with other models? Another model, the 6'2" Rachel Williams. He said, I loved my wife, but this girl was sinewy and muscular.
Just like Fred.
And I couldn't keep my hands off her.
Photography.
So he was found out, and then Al dumped him.
Photography is a bigger scam than radio. Next. These guys, any idiot with the cameras they make today could take good pictures. Believe me, I've done it. I take better pictures than half the guys who ever photographed me.
Tanya Harding is upset about the penthouse that's coming out.
She should
today.
be. She got breasts like egg omelets.
It shows intimate pictures of her and her husband on their wedding night. She can't do anything about those pictures, apparently.
Notice the husband sold the pictures just like that. She has breasts that hang like a drippy balloon.
They look like fried eggs.
They look like a rubber after you use it. Right.
Well, Tanya may be able to do something about the video that they're selling for $20 a pop.
Oh, is that right? It's a good video. I saw it. I got a copy.
They're selling it via an 800 number.
That's good.
She's going to court to file papers. They say that Penthouse is selling the video without authorization. Tanya is supposed to be devastated by this whole thing. Her husband allegedly sold it to Penthouse for $100,000.
Because she got bigger boobs on her back than in her front. They're called zits. Although she got a nice ass, I'll give her that. And she knows how to move. She was grooving.
Doesn't know how to talk.
Knows how to move. Can't skate, but knows how to move.
Donahue today, tune in once again to see Dominic Barbara square off with C. Vernon Mason and William Kunstler about the O.J. Simpson case.
Dominic's on Donahue?
On Geraldo.
Oh, Geraldo, okay. Yeah, Dominic's good on those shows. He's good. He, yells at everybody.
I'm going to end because we're breaking our rules.
Thank you. Who else is on there? William Kunstler?
Yeah.
Don't say that. Say William Private Partsler. Because we could be perceived as an FCC violation. All right. Very good. Anything else, Rob?
More tomorrow. I can't continue.
My Robbie. Okay. Well, we had fun today, let's admit it.
I did.
We did have fun today. I don't know, it was good. It was a lot of laughter, a lot of fun. And we're going to have more laughter tomorrow, hopefully. We can think of stuff to do. Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling, my friend, congratulations on your new Joke Man CD. It's titled The Joke Man. There it is, a little piece of it. All right, $10 plus $3 shipping and handling, and the price includes 20-page Jokeland catalog called 1-800-323. 5464, Jackie's beer routine. Everybody loves it, and that's included.
Famous beer routine.
Yeah, I think that's included on the tape. I'm not sure. And his pot stuff too, his pot jokes. This Friday, there he goes. He laughs at his own jokes, but that's his insignia.
That's his trademark.
There he is. He's drunk.
No greater truth was ever told.
This Friday, August 5th, 2 shows at the Annapolis Comedy Club. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad when a little kid, that's what he knows about Jackie. In Annapolis, Maryland, there's only a few tickets left, so hurry. For info and great dirty jokes, call 516-922-WINE. Hey, Fred Norris and his band, Saturday, Roost 3, North Bergen, New Jersey. Go see Fred and his exciting original tunes.
Yeah, he's out there live.
I'm Martian. Don't miss Stuttering John's band playing at the Roxy in Huntington, Long Island this Saturday night, August 6th. And don't miss Stuttering John's band on the Conan O'Brien Show next Wednesday night, August 10th.
I'm stupid.
See Mike Ganji at the Jose Cuervo Beach Volleyball Series in Long Beach Saturday, August 6th from 11 to 2.
I can't get away.
Steve Gorilla will be introducing the band Black Something this Thursday, August 8th at Faces, Black 47.
Idiot.
At Faces on 79th Street and 5th Avenue in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Show starts at 10:30.
Black Rage. Wow.
The Tokens with Jay Leslie, Mitch Margot, Phil Margot, Noah Margot, and Mike Johnson Wednesday night at the Club AKA on 77th West Houston Street.
They have to announce everybody in the band?
Yes, and the new CD, Oldies Are Now, and The Lion Sleeps Tonight, is not on the Lion King soundtrack, so...
you have to get their new
the Oldies Are Now CD. Also, if you're planning a wedding or party, well, then use your head. Hire Scott the engineer. He's a great DJ, Rocket Entertainment. What does his answering machine say, Fred?
Bag 718, bag 5040. Music the way you like it.
All right. Rocket Entertainment in the New York tri-state area. Call 718 bag 5040. And the Tokens will be signing records at I don't know.